are live. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, y'all. And we got a notification. Hey,
Oh, we got
hey.
a notification.
We did. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Come
Yeah, all
on.
right.
Y'all come on in. Come on in. Hit that like button on the way in. We definitely appreciate it. We
Hey,
definitely.
everybody.
Hey,
Hey, hey, hey, hey.
hey, hey, hey.
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Wednesday. Go check it out, girl. Going no damn well. Hey, hey, y'all come on in. Thank you. Hit the like button on your way in. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Y'all come on in. It is our regular live day. Y'all come on in. We are, I don't know. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We're going to talk about what happened over the last day or so. If you got the email, then you know. And if you don't know, we will be filling you in. So come on in. Somebody said, do blondes have more fun? I guess they do. We're going to find out tonight, aren't we? Hey, 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 y'all come on in.
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, hold on. Let me
Just
say,
say.
not her first time being blonde, so we're going to see if dark hair Carol,
No, it's not. It's not my first time.
if dark hair Carol have more fun than blonde hair. Let's try to figure that out tonight.
I don't know. We're gonna be tit for tat. All right. Let go.
Oh,
Hey, the
hey,
modest Ma. She says hi. Hey, S Dimples. S Dimples says hi. You could have read, but that's
oh,
all right. Hey, knitting crochet. Knitting
let's see if
crochet says
blonde hair
hi.
gonna do right.
Huh?
Let's see if the blonde hair gonna do right.
Nope. Hey, Elia. She says hi, you
Hey,
all. Jackie says hi, Ollie. Annika says hey, Tan and Carl liked and shared. Thank
hey,
you,
hey.
Queen. Hey, Queen Michelle, or is it Michelle? She says
Hello.
hi. Bad girl says, "Oh, I'm ready."
Hey, hey, queen.
Um, Meet the Wooden says hello,
Hey, hey.
hello. Leonica says hey to everybody in the chat. Hey,
Hey,
Cindy. Cindy
hey.
says hello, hello, Cindy. Uh, Amber gave the thumbs up.
Hey, queen.
Hey,
Thank
Alicia.
you.
Alicia says hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Hey, E since day one. Hey,
Hey.
Emo. Emo says good evening. Thank you, Robo. Appreciate the love,
Hey.
Queen. Melissa says, hey, Leonica, Neon is back working, but it is not tracking my calls. Did you do the update, Melissa? You might have to do the update, Queen. Lisa says, liked and shared. Missed you all. Welcome back,
Yeah.
Queen. Hi, Connie. Leonica says, hey, everyone, I apologize for she said everyone that was waiting on me to go live on my gaming channel the other day, but YouTube won't let me go live. It is saying I need to upload what more shorts? Really, Leonica? Wow.
Mm.
Hey Marquita. Marquita says happy
Hey.
Wednesday to all. Hey Sybil. Hey Alice. Alice says happy Wednesday, all shared and like.
Hey.
Leonica says, hey Elia. Hey T Lux. T Lux says hello to chicks I liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Leonica says, hey Alice. And Tania, she says, hey Carl and Tan. I haven't been here in a while. Going through life. Well, we pray, Queen, that
Yeah.
everything is okay.
What's going
Robo says, always great to see you ladies. Appreciate everything you do for us all. Thank you, Robo. Appreciate it. Leonica says, hey, Alice. Robo says, I didn't get an email, so I gotta know, laugh out loud. Hey, Katrina. Elias says, hi there, Leonica. Hey, Shanna. She says, hello and good evening and happy Wednesday. Carla says, good evening, two chicks. Hey, Carla. She says, like and share. Liz says, yes, I did the update. Leonica says to uninstall the app that you have and reinstall it, Melissa. Amanda says, hello, queens and kings. Haven't made it in a while. Been working and watching playbacks to get more eggs. Glad to have a night off to catch a live. Well, welcome back, queen. And we do understand when we don't see you guys, we already know you guys are working. Leonica says, hey, Amanda. And she says, good evening, Carla. Fat Girl says, does all work from home jobs require a hardwired internet connection?
Most of the work at home jobs do. Now, there is a workaround that you can do if you're not able to be hardwired. You can buy a Wi-Fi extender with an Ethernet port, and you can extend your Wi-Fi connection through that device, connect the Ethernet port from the device, the extender to your laptop, and that or your desktop, and that is considered hardwired also. So if you just have a modem, if you're just like connecting through maybe like a T-Mobile or they just give you the router and you need a hardwired connection and you can't necessarily connect to the device they give you, you can buy an extender with the Ethernet port on the side and use that as your connection.
Yeah. Carla says, hey, Leonica. Leonica says, Melissa, email me later. Hey, Six Bows. Six Bows says, hello, ladies. Hi. Leonica says, hello to you, Six Bows. Fat Girl says, also liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Queen, Nubian Princess. She says, hi, everyone. Ready to work immediately. Well, hopefully, Queen, you find something here tonight on the stream. Hey, Ellie says, hey, Carolyn Tan and the Two Chicks fam. Thank you, Carla. She says, your hair is fire, very pretty. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Teresa. She says, hey, Two Chicks and family.
Hey.
Ellie says, I liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Autism Mommy. Autism Mommy says, happy Wednesday. Y'all show some love by liking and sharing this video. We got two companies that we will be talking about on here tonight. One company I think has over 400 remote jobs. The other one has over 600. So y'all be sure to go and share this video. Leonica says, if you're using an iPhone, the iPhone part is not backed up yet, only for Android phone users. For now, Melissa. Leonica says, hey, Teresa. She says, yes. Hey, Ellie. Autism Mom says, hey, Leonica. Leonica says, hey, Autism Mommy. Lisa says, I was in a coma, then recovering from sepsis, physical therapy, and etc. Oh, Lord. Well, Lisa, we praying for you, Queen.
Yes.
I'm so sorry to hear that, but I am so glad that you are in recovery. Carla says, hello, Autism Mommy. Autism Mommy says, anyone having issues with crowd gen? Lady Lynn, she says, can you work off your phone? Not for a remote job, Lady Lynn, no. A side hustle, like a survey site or one of the task-based sites, yes, but not a remote job. No, ma'am. Six Bow says, hi, Leonica. Fat Girl says, thank you, ladies, so much. No problem, Queen. Amanda says, I use a Wi-Fi extender when I first started my journey through you ladies using the hotel free Wi-Fi. I think I remember that, Amanda.
Yes,
I think I remember saying that. Yeah, okay.
So
I'm going to put this up here to help Fat Girl out.
And again, there are people who use that tip. Just because you have no Ethernet connection does not that does not mean there aren't workarounds. So don't give up just because you don't have a piece of the component. Find out different workarounds because there are different workarounds. If you don't have what you need, come on here, ask questions and try to find workarounds. There are ways to do things.
Right.
Okay.
Teresa says, "Hey, Leonica, always learning." Says, "Good evening, good evening, Queen." Autism Mama says, "Hey, Carla." Leonica said, "It is testimony time."
Amen.
All right, Leonica. She says, "Hey, always learning." The modest mad. She says, "Hi, ladies. If we have never done work from home, where do we start? Feeling a bit unsure on how to start." So I'm gonna go get the list, Tan, if you want to talk.
Okay. What is your background in? Because that will help us more. If you come from a retail background, if you come from a food service background, even if you come from a warehouse background, we all have what they call transferable skills. And transferable skills are no matter what um, job function you're in, no matter what job um, niche you're in, whether you're IT, whether you're customer service, we all have things that we do that are called transferable skills that match any job that can transition you from one job sector to another.
Right.
Case in point, customer service. We
Mhm.
all do some type of customer service no matter what job it is, be it food service, customer service, warehouse, we all serve a customer. So we just serve them in different ways. If you're working
Right.
in food service, you may be fixing the sandwich for the customer. You may be taking the customer's order. You may be getting fries, but that all is considered serving the customer. If you're in a warehouse, you are packing customer orders, you are pulling customer orders, you may be shipping customer orders. That is still a form of customer service. So it depends on what you want to do. And how you approach it. We do have companies that are beginner friendly that will hire you with little to no experience. But again, you must highlight those transferable skills you have from your previous positions. And maybe I'll get up tomorrow and do a resume live or a live, and we'll talk about that transferable skills, how we can move from one job sector to another, how it can be helpful to us to design our resume with built-in transferable skills so we don't have to go and change it all the time. Maybe we'll go over that tomorrow morning. Maybe I'll get up early enough and do that. So again, Carol will put the link in there. Tell us what type of jobs you're interested in. Tell us what your experience is, and then we could better answer your questions on where to start.
Yeah. And I did put a list of beginner friendly companies in the chat for those of you that are new to working from home. Some of the companies listed here, they are state specific. So I would suggest checking first to see if they hire in your state before you apply. And also, some of them don't require you to do an interview. Some you can pretty much work whenever you want. Some of them, Tan and myself, we have worked for, and some of the lovely queens and kings here have also worked for some of these on the list. So the link is in the chat. You guys be sure to check out the list of beginner friendly companies. Now, I will say, just from listening to some of the queens here, number 8, number 14, these two seem to hire fast. Now, Omni is number 7, and we have done several promotions on number 7, which is Omni Interactions. They have been texting Tan and myself like crazy. So I'm thinking that they must be on some type of hiring spree. So I would say take a look at number 7 and apply. You do not have to do an interview with a recruiter. So if you are somebody that's like, I hate doing interviews, take a look at number 7. I would also suggest taking a look at number 3 and number 6.
Yeah.
Now, VeraFast, the first one on here, they do have an interview, but it's kind of like talking to your best friend or somebody that you've known for years. So it's not a harsh or hard interview like that. And then you don't have to be like on the camera. It's just a basic 10-15 minute interview over the phone. They may ask you some questions about, whatever you have on your resume. You explain, yeah, I used to work in McDonald's. I worked the cash register for 6 years. Or I was in the back, helping the management or helping the cooking team or whatever you did at your job. And that's basically it in a nutshell.
Yep.
Carla
And
says,
don't be afraid to try these beginner-friendly companies, because they are, if you've never worked from home or if you're leery about it and you want to try, they will help you. They will hire you and give you a head start. And then these companies are designed to help you, not designed, but these companies usually will help you if you are lacking in some, like the computer skills. They will be more apt to walk you through. They have different trainings that will get you set up, get your computer set up. And they will have people to help you. So if you're a little lacking on computer skills or you're not that comfortable, they do have sessions that will help you get your computer set up to work. A lot of companies, they're like, hey, you get it set up on your own. You show up on the first day with your stuff hooked up. But the beginner friendly companies, they will walk you through until you get familiar with what type of things you need to use to work from home. So that is why we recommend those beginner friendly companies, because they have things built in to allow you to, if you're lacking on some skills, they help you build those skills up. In a sense, you will still have to do your own some of the things, but in order to get your computer and your hardware set up on their program, they have stuff built in where they will walk you through. I'm talking about, Carol, like they'll have that computer session live.
Somebody else
You
has
start.
that. I think Working Solutions might have it. Next
Mm-hmm.
Rep, I think it's kind of like a step-by-step process.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it helps you if you're uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable with, setting up your own computer. Like Carol and I, if we get hired, we don't have to go to those sessions because we have the skills that we'll be able to just show up for the training. But if you don't have those skills and you want those skills, or you need a little help, that is what we like to recommend those beginner friendly companies for. Because then when you move on, and if they say, okay, you need to be, when you show up for training, you need to have all your hardware set up, it won't be a big surprise for you, because you have been trained at the previous company on how to set your stuff up. Right. And you'll have some type of idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Carla says, prayers for you, Lisa. Six Bows says, happy for anyone who work from home, because I can't get anything remote. Six Bows, what state are you in? And let us know also, what are you looking for? Mm-hmm. Hey, Shira. Shira says, happy Wednesday, ladies and family. How are you, Queen? Lisa says, thank you, Carla. Amanda says, OMG, Lisa, get better soon. Teresa says, wow, that's awesome. So many jobs. The two chicks are showing us. Thank you, Teresa. Lisa says, just hoping to get my brain cells back. We praying that they come back, Queen. Yep, autism, mommy, I can. I sure can, Queen. And I do have it right here. Lisa says, thank you, guys. You're welcome, Queen. Shira says, I will say a prayer for you, Lisa. Good Girl Gone Rich says, I'm having a hard time finding a work from home job. Should I take my bachelor's degree off my resume when applying? I was told jobs don't like when you have too much experience.
So, I think we talked about this.
We did.
Okay. And so now this is my own, let me just say this. This is not anything that is written in stone. I didn't come up with the rules. I didn't make the rules. These are things that have worked for me. I say it on the channel. They have worked for other people. I want to say that first. If you are applying for positions that do not require a degree, take it off. And the reason being is it takes companies money to hire you. So if you're applying for a job that is let's just say you have an engineering degree and you're applying for a customer service position, they know that you have the propensity to go out and make more money than this customer service job. Maybe you just haven't found it yet. Maybe you were just taking some in the meantime, in between time. But they know that you are going to possibly leave there and find something else. So they would rather hire somebody with less skills that they know will stay because it costs money to hire you. So this is what I say. If you are applying for a customer service job and you have a degree in mathematics, take it off. Put your high school diploma, only put the skills that are relevant for the position. They don't need to know that you know how to code the cheese, powdered cheese for macaroni and cheese. They don't need to know all that. They need to know that you can answer their phone and get the people the correct answer. You need to highlight those skills, not the skills that are for mechanical engineering or whatever you have your degree in. Your experience needs to be framed around that applies to that position. They don't need to know that I can code in 4 or 5 different coding languages if I need to just be answering the phone for that company. That's not what they're hiring me for. They're not hiring me to code. They hire me to answer the phone. So I need to highlight every time I answered the phone. So I did the best job answering the phones at wherever I work at for the people who needed me to answer the phone. And I hope that makes sense because I think a lot of people get that twisted. And I know we have worked hard for degrees. I know that we have experience and we want to highlight the experience, but there's a time and a place and a reason that you highlight your experience. And you don't highlight your experience if you are just looking for something in the meantime, between time. They don't care about that. They care that you can do the job that they are seeking people for. Okay? And it's not, and I think people, like Carol said one time, people be like, oh, I got this degree. Yeah, you got it, but you need to use it when it's relevant. I'm not going to tell them, hey, I got a degree, a master's degree in information technology, but I want to go shake a basket of fries at McDonald's.
You in this basket of fries ain't gonna
Okay.
ain't
I
gonna
hope
work
that
for
helped.
me.
It's a great question, and I'm glad you asked it. Thank you.
Amber says, what about working off a laptop? Yep, you can use a laptop,
Yeah,
queen.
you can.
Lady Lynn, she says, okay, thank you for the info. I appreciate it. So, Lady Lynn, we do have a list of companies that do hire and they do provide equipment. So, if you want to take a look at the list, queen, let me put it here in the chat. Y'all give me 1 second because I got to go find the list. But I would say take a look at the list. And if you see a company on here that you're interested in, go to the company's career page to see what they have available. Because I don't know if every last one of them are hiring at this moment, but I'm pretty sure somebody on this list is hiring.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 71 companies listed here.
Yep.
Thank you, Lisa. Lisa says, I love this group. You are so caring. She says, thank you all. Thank you, Queen. Lisa says, Google it and get the cord that Tan was talking about.
Yep.
Leonica says, prayers
Again,
to
you
you,
can get it
Lisa.
off Amazon, Walmart.
Leonica says, prayers, Lisa. Hey, Debbie. Debbie says, hi, everyone. Hey, Chris. Chris says, hi, lovely ladies, and happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Thank you. Hey, Tabitha says, hello, y'all. I miss listening to y'all. She says, Curl, I love the hair and tan. My hair is braided to the back like Queen Latifah. I'll set it off.
Yeah, mine picked up back here. Only because I don't like combing it. I guess y'all know that by now. I would rather do it. Carol be like, when you gonna wear your hair down? Never.
Never. You right. You ain't gonna never do it. Never, ever, ever.
When I had the locks, I guess I just was forced to. And I never did anything with it. I'm not a hair person.
Yeah, because the locks kind of you just go sit in the chair and let the lady do it. But see, like,
I ain't getting nothing style to them. Nothing.
you did not. You didn't do anything. Just ponytail or down.
What did he do?
He was gonna destroy.
Hold on, girl, because I'm gonna have to get one of these cheering. Hold on.
Okay.
Boy, don't play with.
Leonica says, I have 1629 on Neon, 853 on Payview, 0.10 on Money Time, cashed out $1.50 on Nice Drummer, cashed out 5 cents on Fruit Match and 9 cents as my balance now. Reward Brands 520, and she said Fruit Match is a 3-hour cash out game. All right, Queen. Congratulations, Leonica. Never heard of Fruit Match, so I'm gonna write that one down. We write that one on the list. We got several here, so I'm just gonna add it to the list. That one sounds easy. And it's a 3-hour cash out, just like the rest of. Wow. I don't know why these games are just popping up like popcorn. Well, thank you for sharing, Leonica, and congratulations again, Queen. So the cat is out the bag, everybody. Neon is back. However, it is only back right now for Android users. So if you have an Android phone, you can make some money off of this app.
What?
Now, also, too, I think a lot of people were a little disappointed because they took the pay down. The pay is now 10 cents a minute when it used to be 30 cents a minute. And if you are talking to somebody on the phone, they must also be a Neon user. So that's the drawback for Neon for now. They say it's temporary. I don't know, but this is the email that I received from them. I got the email a couple of days ago, but I only figured it out or found out about it last night that I had one. So Neon is back, y'all.
All right.
The pay is 10 cents a minute instead of 30 cents a minute.
But it's still better than
it's still better than nothing. Right. Still better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
An iPhone is on hold right now. So if you have an iPhone and you try to go and re-download Neon, it is not working. It is because right now, as of now, I don't know how long, but it is not working on the iPhone, on the App Store. Not working.
So what?
Android only.
So what?
Stop being a hater.
I am hating.
You're going to have to go get an Android phone now and call me.
I got one on there somewhere.
You got one? Well, go find it,
remember when we used to do them.
Yeah, so you got several. Okay, what's
yes. In the closet. I'm cleaning it out tonight.
Okay, well, go get one. Make sure you get one so we can talk on it. Lady Lynn said, I know there's an Ethernet connection here because of my son. Can that be added to a laptop?
So what you need to buy is a USB to Ethernet adapter. So there is an adapter and it goes from Ethernet to USB. You plug the USB into your computer. You connect the Ethernet cord from your Wi-Fi, from your router or wherever to that Ethernet cord coming to that extender coming out your computer.
Hey, Lady Empress. She says, hey, ladies, I'm right on time. Great seeing y'all tonight. She says, hey, everybody in the chat. Hope all is well. And Queen Amanda, she has a testimony. I want to put this up here. So the Queen Amanda, she says, I started my journey with these ladies homeless. I am now working several eggs from them. She says she also has a full-time position as well as a college student. They don't just help, they saved my life.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you,
so
Queen
much.
Amanda. So
And
again,
this is the queen who works, and I don't know, she still works at Delta Dental. She gave us a lot of insight on Delta Dental, and we thank her so much. It has gotten a lot of people hired on our channel with Delta Dental because of this queen. Thank you so much, Queen. We appreciate you coming on, giving us insight on the company, and also sharing your story. Thank you so much. A lot of people don't, wouldn't put that out there, but thank you
yeah.
so much. And
Thank you, Amanda. And if anybody else has any good news like Queen Amanda, and you guys want to share, maybe when you first came over here, maybe you didn't have a job, or maybe you were facing evictions or something like that, let us know in the chat. Download says,
that's
congrats,
why we do these things. That's exactly why we do this channel, to help people, not to bash people or put anybody in a space where where they can't get the help. We truly want to help people know that if you are down and out, it is something you can do. It is something you can put one foot in front of the other and move.
Right.
You don't have to be stuck in your situation. You don't have to be. And we give you tools and strategies and things, and people come on here every time we hit this live button, and they give tools and strategies to help you be successful. We're not saying we're going to make you rich. That's not even our intention. But our intention is for you to leave this live a little better than you came. And we hope that is the intention that we give off. And we hope that is what we bring forward with this channel, or wherever you're watching us at. And we appreciate that. And it makes me feel good inside to know that we have impacted somebody just that much, that they came over here with nothing and left with
a
more
lot
with us.
Yeah. Download says, congrats to you, Leonica. Teresa says, hey, Lady Empress. And Leonica says, thanks, Download. And she says, hey, Lady Empress. Amanda says, congrats to you, Queen Leonica. Mom Lady says, Neon is only accepting you. Only talk to other Neon users. Anyone need someone to shoot the breeze with and make money? Yep. Yep, you're right about that, Mom Lady.
Yeah.
So you have to find somebody else that has an Android phone and they download the app as well.
A circle of people. That's how you create income. And while y'all on the phone, talk about work from home jobs. Talk about ways to increase your income. It's all about the people you keep in your ear. If you keep negative and downtrodden people in your ear, that is what you're going to get. The negative and downtrodden energy. I protect my energy at all costs, because light begets light. And if somebody is coming at me and they dark, I can give my light to them because I need mine to fuel me. But I can share a little bit. I don't mind lighting your candle, but you can't suck mine dry.
Yeah, you're right. You got a point there.
Yeah. And so you have to, and people talk about Carol and I, but we gonna light each other candle. If she knows something, she gonna call over here and be like, hey, la 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 la. And I'm gonna call over there and I'm be like, hey. And if we got to make it happen between both of us, we gonna try. We are going to try. And if we can bring you some good information, and we're gonna continue to bring it, that's what we do.
Right. So you want to stop right there and talk?
Okay, you want to be with tell who else the people? If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you are not new here, welcome back, and thank you for joining us again. I am Tangi.
And Tangi is the GOAT, and I am Carol.
And Carol is the GOAT, and she blonde, y'all, today. She might not be.
Never know what I might be tomorrow.
Put together, we are.
You funny.
on this channel, we post work at home jobs. Well, on wherever you're watching this at, we post work at home jobs, side gigs, and side hustles. We do these lives to help you get started on your work from home journey. If you are new to working from home, if you are not new to working from home, we help you maximize your time and your money. Carolyn, I have been doing this work from home thing since 2006. Y'all, we coming up on 20 years next year of doing work from home.
Oh wow.
Just work from home. We've been in the
Mhm.
game 20 years, and I am
Wow.
thankful for my sister. Um, I don't think a lot of things that I know or even embarked on would be not because, it wouldn't be because of her. This channel would not be because of her. We wouldn't have kept going if it wasn't for her. So I got a lot of respect for this sister on my left, or right, whichever y'all watching for. And she does a lot for Two Chicks. So I'm forever grateful for her. Even though I told her about work from home, she took it and ran all the way to Ireland, back to Antarctica, and everywhere. And she, but when you know, when you get somebody that is truly a friend and a sister and will be there when you call, no matter if it's 8 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning, that go over every crazy idea that you may have. And she never shoot it down. She'll just say, and I know
um,
she'll like that. But that's my friend, y'all. So much respect for her. But we do this work from home thing again because we love to help people. And we do this because we would rather see people nourish themselves with knowledge than come on and have to, just suffer through things without, we never know what people going through when they come here, but we always want them to leave as if we have tried to do something to help them. So thank you guys for supporting us. Thank you. If you are new here and you want to get started, please put your type I'm new in the chat. If you are not new here but have questions about anything we posted across our social media, anything we posted on our blogs, please put them in the chat. There are so many people on here that will help you. We give away strategies and tips. We talk about resumes. We talk about so much on this channel, but I think most of all, we talk about ways to increase what God has given us. And this is our way of giving back. We don't charge. We will never charge. What our gift is we give back because people were given to us. We did not have a lot of people that were helpful back in the 2006, but we had one queen that's still on here today, Teresa. And she has been a friend and a help with our work from home journey. So thank you so much, Teresa. And but we have had people who come here on these live streams every week, every time we hit that live button to support us. And thank you guys so much. Again, we say it every week. We say it every week, but we mean it every week. Thank you, because without you guys, there would be no Two Chicks. All we ask is that you share and watch our live streams and watch our videos. And thank you so much. And just respond. And if you have anything to offer, if you can help the next person on this live, if you can come back and give us any strategies or tips to help the community, please do that, because this channel
right.
keeps going because of people who do the things that we talk about and come and share their tips and strategies. It will not be successful. We will not be able to do what we do unless people come back and share their experiences. And we're not saying you have to come back every week. Just come back and share one time. It's okay. We understand life is life, and people, we're here for people to work and get side hustle money. And we know you don't have time to come back and watch us every week and be successful. So If you come back and just try, thank you so much. Mm-hmm.
Aw, Tan trying to give me my flowers. Thank you, sister. I appreciate that.
Sometimes,
So, what?
sometimes you need to hear it because I be
Yeah, you're
slacking.
right.
I be slacking. I ain't gonna. Y'all know I'm not. I be slacking, but I be trying.
Yeah, you do. You be trying. But again, if it was not for Tan telling me about work from home, I would have never found probably a legit work from home job because I kept running into scam after scam after scam. And I'm like, look, I'm tired of this. I didn't send nobody no money, but it's just once I kind of dived in to see what the job was about, turned out scam. It was a scam. So I was like, Lord, I need a work from home job. I can't find a real one. And one day, Tan
Mm-hmm.
walked up to me at the brick and mortar and was like, you want to work from home? I'm like, yeah. And she like, it's a legit company. You got to worry about it. I got paid from the company. I can
I
show you
showed
my
her my check.
if you need to see them. And I'm like, nah, I believe you. I believe you. So went home and I was like, thank God you have answered the prayer because I was looking for a remote job. Y'all just don't know. And also with the two chicks, it's like, yeah, I started the two chicks without Tam, but at the same time, I still needed her to come on board because she's the tech lady. She knows the tech like the back of her hand. I don't know nothing about the tech stuff. So it's kind of like oil and water.
Mm-hmm.
They say oil and water don't go, but in this case, it goes.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, it goes because I don't
And
know nothing about no tech, putting nothing together. Tan is the one to thank for the blogs. Without her, if it was just me and no her, y'all would have never saw a blog. I'm just gonna be 100% honest because I don't even know how to put it together. I'm learning, but the tech is not my thing, not my forte, as some people would say. So
yeah. But she learns when we start working from home, and I tell this story all the time. And for those of you who are not tech savvy, this is a true testimony. This is the truth. When Carol first started working from home, I've been in IT a long time. And she would call me. She'd be like, oh no, they want me to download this. What I need to do, da 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 da. Carol don't call me no more talking about tech questions. She don't call me at all. And it's like over the years, the calls just got less and less. And I told her, you'll need me less and less and less and less because you'll pick up on the things that you need to remember. Was I right or was I wrong?
You was right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And she
you
don't.
were right.
It's very seldom, and I mean maybe once a year that she would probably call me now talking about computers, and it's probably because she broke it. It's just that's it. That's all. So, but yeah. And again, Carol and I have a great relationship. It's like I think we are past the point of like people like you know. I don't think nothing bothers us. I mean, she gonna tell me how she feel. I'm gonna tell her how I feel. We may not agree with each other, but I think a lot of times if we agree to disagree, it's still a conversation that can be had. And I think a lot of people can, learn from that. That you don't have to be in disagreement with people all the time. You don't have to be in a place where you cannot communicate effectively with people. And I think a lot of times that is the truth with me and her. We don't really disagree. Like if we do, it's a conversation, not a match of trying to figure out who's right or wrong. And that's just
So
it's just a respect thing. Like, you respect my way, I respect your way, and we can meet somewhere in the middle. It's not, hey, you wrong and that's it. Nah, too old for that. And before Two Chicks, we used to do a lot of things to earn extra money. So, we've been doing this a long time with that, even before the internet piece.
Right. You right. The time to just
I know. 20 years.
Rolled on by. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
The modest man, she says, noted. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Six Bow says, what do you think about using Chat GPT for resumes?
I encourage it. I encourage it. I encourage it. Because number one, it gives you a template to go on. Number two, um, I'm trying to say this in a nice way. With the invention of resume templates and Chat GPT, it has spawned people to become resume writers. And sometimes those people who are spawned to become resume writers don't have the best intention. They would rather make the money rather than say, hey, I'm going to teach you how to write the resume and how to fish for yourself, rather than because nobody can tell your story like you. So
Right.
I agree wholeheartedly with Chat GPT, and I use it myself. So I would be it'll be an oxymoron for me to tell you not to use it, because I use it. I use it for my job. So
Mhm.
it's my second brain. It's my friend.
That's your best friend. Chat
I agree. And I'm gonna say it is strategies to writing resumes. I don't want people to think that you just go in and sit down and write a resume. There are strategies to write a resume. And if you can get the strategy down, it will help you more than you just going in and writing a resume blind. And I have done several resume lives where I go through and I explain the strategy that I use and I've talked about on this channel. I may do one tomorrow and we can go through, the strategy that we use on this channel and how you can write a better resume. So, was that the question?
Your Chat GPT. Leonica, she says, thanks, Amanda. And she says, Mom lady, you can chat with her. Ursula says, happy Friday, Carol Tan, and all liked and shared the resume tips for transferable skills. She said, that sounds great.
I think I'm gonna do it. I can do it tomorrow.
The modest man, she says, I have a background mostly in working with youth and families.
And that would be your customer, the youth and families, and you would use those transferable skills used in that to relate to whatever you're applying with work from home.
Yeah. Leonica, she says, hey, Ursula. Hey, Shacy. She says, hey, Carl Tan in chat.
Hey.
Amanda says, I'm going to look at them tonight ASAP. I'm interested in Omni. Lisa says, Omni is hot right now. And
Yes,
Fat Girl says, Omni has emailed me, but I need that internet extender. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And again, you can get them from Amazon, Walmart, online. I don't know if they have them in the store. In Walmart, maybe Target, but Best Buy should have them.
So yeah, be sure to take a look at Omni Interactions. They are state specific, so they don't hire everywhere, but they are a good beginner friendly company. And Tan's favorite words about them, they do pay on time.
Yes,
So
and
weekly pay with Omni.
They pay every week.
Weekly pay, everybody. Robo says Omni isn't compatible with my computer. Oh no.
Must have a Mac.
Good Girl Gonry says I worked in every industry: finance, customer service, retail, management, project management for a construction company, sales manager, and I'm currently a school bus driver. Is my resume too much?
Number one, only go back 10 years on your job and only put those skills you used in your job relatable to the job that you're applying for. So if you're a school bus driver and you're applying for customer service, maybe make sure you upplay the skills of the customer service with the kids. And again, you can go on Chat GPT and say, hey, Chat, give me school bus driver skills that lean toward customer service, and how should I put them on my resume? and the chat GPT will give you some examples. Now you can use those examples, or you can kind of tweak them and make them fit towards your, what you want them to do. So it's always, you need to go and chat and be specific. Just don't say, hey, give me the customer service skills of a bus driver. No, you have to put specific situations. Hey, chat, I need you to give me customer service skills for a bus driver, for a person who is trying to transfer from driving a bus to being a customer service rep. You're going to have to get specific in order for chat to give you what you need. Okay.
So you hear me clicking out, that's what
is that me or you breaking up? Let me see. Let me go back out and come back in. Maybe. Okay. You look stuck
on this chat. I think it's me though, Tan.
Okay.
Because at night, I don't know what it is over here, but my internet always start cutting up at night. Past a certain time, it do this every night. Ursula says, hey, Leonica. Amber says, can you work from home on a laptop? Yes, Amber, you can. Hey, Money Making Me. She says, hey, ladies in chat. Hey, Queen Lillian. She says, hey, family in chat, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Amanda says, yes, Amber, some you can, some even send you the equipment to work as well. Yeah. Dorothy says, how can you apply for a company that has blacklisted you? Which company, Queen?
What do you mean blacklisted?
Six Bows says they are in Missouri. Okay, Six Bows. What type of job? Let us know that also. Lisa says, you all are too sweet. Thank you all. You're welcome, Queen. Amber says, thank you, Amanda. And Amanda says, Dorothy, to be considered, you would need to be off the blacklist or they'll deny you every time. Leonica says, hey, sis, how are you feeling today, Meeks? And Leonica says, hey, Lillian, how are you? Six Bow says, I've tried jobs like Progressive, Conifer, CVS, the customer service, and the claims positions. I don't know what it is about CVS, but a lot of people have said it is very hard to get hired with them.
What type of resume strategy are you using? Are you sending the same resume to each company? Let me know that.
Robo says, I'm in Tennessee and looking for something remote. So, Robo, have you tried any of the beginner-friendly companies? I would say take a look at the list, Queen. Now, if you are looking for something else, also let us know that in the chat. Meek says she's feeling a lot better. Well, that's good to know, Meek. She says, thanks, sis. How are you, Leonica? And Leonica says, I am glad to hear that, sis. I am doing good as well, Meeks. Lillian says, hey, Leonica, I'm doing good. And how are you? Leonica says, I'm doing good, Lillian. Teresa says, hi, Meeks. And hi, Lillian. Ursula says, that happy Wednesday hump day, not Friday. Friday is on my mind. Always Learning says, what about just an associate's degree in business administration?
Say that again.
She says, what about just an associate's degree in business administration?
Is it required for the job?
Leonica says, I wonder why YouTube is telling me I got to add more shorts to my gaming channel in order for me to go live. I didn't have to do that on my gaming channel. I don't know, Leonica. Maybe ask ChatGPT.
And did they do anything? They made some updates. Maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
A few weeks ago. And I would ask Chat also, just to see.
They did some updates. So you may want to see.
Or do you have more shorts on the channel than you have videos too? Because maybe if you started out with shorts, they may be thinking along the terms of this would be a channel for, good for just shorts only. I don't know. Always learning. She says, hi, Leonica. Shira says, that is so true, Tan. Lillian says, hey, Teresa. Good girl, gone rich says, got it. Thank you for the advice. Having too much experience seems to be my kryptonite when it comes to work from home jobs. I would delete my degrees when I apply to the work from home jobs. That makes sense.
Yep.
And come back and let us know, good girl, gone rich, if you were able to hear back from anybody.
And make sure you are using some type of strategy with your resume. We talk about the keyword strategy over here on this channel, but again, there are other strategies. And I just say this: make sure you're not sending the same resume to each job,
Right.
Because different jobs require different things. So I preach that you don't send the same resume.
Yeah.
To each job. But there are people who send out 200 resumes a day. But
yeah. Leonica says, did you see my message, mom lady? Amanda says they consider it overqualified. Teresa says, not how to cheese for macaroni and cheese. Me says, hi, Teresa. Stephanie says, you are right, Amanda. And Amanda says, making me want some McDonald's and fries. Laugh out loud. Hey, the Leo. The Leo says, greetings. Lucette says, glorious greetings, beautiful people. Hey, Queen Lucette. Six Bow said, my friend lies on her resume and she always gets the job. I just watch her get job after job offers.
Some people can write resumes, and there is a talent to writing resumes. And again, I'm not a proponent of lying on the resumes. I'm not going to say that I'm not a proponent of that. But what I am saying, if you can tailor your resume to fit the job description, why not? Because you could be looking for a process server, and I have driven the car around my neighborhood for 15 miles. I bet you on my resume, I could sound like the best process server ever.
Hey, hey, hey.
But again, it's all about how you word and frame that resume.
Mm-hmm. Vanita, hey Queen. She says, hello, Tan and Curl and Chat family. I like to share. Hope everyone had a wonderful day today.
Hey.
We did. Jessica says, yes, Six Bows is back. My husband used to do the same and ace the interview. And Six Bows says, Jessica, I'm more educated than her.
Yeah. But again, it's not about the education, because if I'm not applying for things in my field, I have a customer service resume that has nothing to do with my IT resume. It still has my IT job on it, but it is tailored to only look at the things that are components of my job that are customer service based. I'm not going to tell them I code in this language and that language. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the customer service job, and you need to know my customer service skills. So I don't care how many degrees I got. Do I know how to pick up this phone and say, hey, this is such and such. Can I help you? That's all they need to know. What is that helping me telling them I got several degrees and this and that? How's that going to help me answer the phone? And I'm not trying to say limit yourself or try to, make it as if you have not worked for these things. But again, if they have no relevance in the job that you are applying for, why are you telling them? We want to stick with relevant things here. We don't want to go off way in left field because we feel like we have earned these things and we need to highlight them. That is like me. If I go to a customer service job, they don't need to know I got a certification in IT. Why? Why am I giving them that information? Why?
Right.
They're not going to say, oh, hey, since you got a degree, a certification in IT, we're going to move your application over here to the IT department and find you a job.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't apply for that.
Right.
I didn't apply for that. I applied for to answer the phones. So that's what I'm looking for. So again, a lot of times we give too much information. We want to highlight to be the best person because we have earned this and earned that, but it has no relevance. We want to stick with relevant information here.
Since Day One says, "Oh, cool." Shell says, "I appreciate y'all. I discovered Hey Cash here in Ellis. All right, Queen.
We gonna get Hey Cash. Do we have a big cash?
Okay.
You want me to get it? Can you get Ellis? I think.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
Ellis. Hey, Queen Ellen. She says, "Hi, Carlton. Happy
Hey,
Wednesday,
Queen. Hey,
everyone."
hey,
And if
Queen.
all else fails and you just cannot get a remote job, we teach and preach about the side gigs and the side hustle. Let me say this since Queen Ellen just popped on here. We teach and preach about the side gigs and the side hustle. So we have a lot of queens in this chat tonight that only do side gigs and side hustles. Queen Ellen, she's here. Leonica is in here. She does a lot of the gaming apps. Ellen does a lot of the mystery shop sites. We also have Teresa in here. She's been doing a lot of the gaming sites, the survey sites. Meeks Adorable, she's in here. She does a lot of the task-based sites, and she has a virtual assistant one that she does. Queen Autism Mummy has 50 side gigs and side hustles that she does rotate through day to day. So if you are someone and you are lacking when it comes to the resumes, the interviews, or you just maybe you've thrown in the towel and said, you know what, I just can't get a remote job, I give up. You still can get some money from home, make money from home with these side gigs and side hustles. So don't just give in. If the remote job, I would say still keep trying to get a remote job. But in the meantime, if you are still needing some type of income, you could be doing the gaming apps, the survey sites, the mystery shop sites, the task-based sites, the get paid to test product sites. You could still be doing something else while you're waiting to hear back from the remote companies. Get you some of these side hustle eggs in the basket. And again, we have several queens in this live stream right now. They only do side gigs and side hustles. They were just like some of you guys looking for a remote job and could not find one. And the good thing about the side gigs and the side hustles, you don't have to worry about jumping through 15 hoops just to get in the door. With these, you can literally sign up and start these this week. Some of them you may be able to start while you're listening to this live stream. We have people to come in here and they'll say, "Oh, I'm listening to you, Tan and Carl, but I'm over here working on my side gig and my side hustle." So you don't need a resume. You don't need experience. They're not going to call you and email you to do an interview. You don't have to worry about any of that. And also another thing with these, you do these in your own time. So if you want to work these like a job, if the work is available, you can work them like a job. Totally up to you how you work with these companies. So I'm going to put a link here with the apartment mystery shop one. And Tan is probably going to talk about it.
Yeah. So let's talk about, and thank you, Queen Shelley. Thank you. Hey Cash. Hey Cash is a survey site, but Hey Cash differs from some survey sites because they pay you for the screeners. They pay you for the screeners. A lot of survey sites, you do these screeners and they won't pay you. But Kcash actually gives you something for the screeners. These are the sites, these are the surveys that allow you to qualify for the higher paying surveys. So Hey Cash does let you, does pay you for the screener survey. So make sure you guys sign up for Hey Cash. And I heard that their surveys pay pretty good too. Also, check out Ellis. Now, Ellis, what?
Are you drinking that Dr. Pepper? You already finished.
I'm down here. Take that in there. Thank you. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. Ellis is an apartment mystery shopping company. If you have rented an apartment, if you have been a renter, or if you're interested and want to get paid for going to look for an apartment, check out Ellis. Sign up tonight. They will reach out to you in a day or so. They will let you start immediately. Now, Ellis has great shops. The shops pay $35, $45, but the bonuses are what is the kicker. Some of the bonuses pay sometimes 3 times more than the shops. It is not unheard of for the bonuses to be over $100. So some queens can go out in one shop and make between $120 and $150 for one shop. For one shop. And it is 20 to 30 minutes of your time to go do the shop and 20 to 30 minutes of your time to do the report. So that is about 1 hour of your time to make 120 to $150. And some queens do this several times a week. We have some queens here making 500 or more on Ellis every month, and it is doable. So if you're looking for a part-time job, if you are looking for a work from home job, like Carol said, and you cannot find one, check out these side gigs and side hustles. Mystery shopping is a great side gig or side hustle. You do it on your own time. You do as many shops as you like. There are so many things you can mystery shop. We like to say from churches to strip clubs. You can anywhere in between. You can mystery shop. So again, there are so many companies that the kings and queens talk about on these live. Ellis is a good one. You can go on our twochickswiththesidehustle.com blog, go on to side gigs and side hustles, look for on-site mystery shopping. We have a list of them there. Carol does not do the on-site mystery shopping. That was more my thing. Carol does the phone mystery shopping. And again, we have companies that you can place calls to and get paid to place calls. So make sure you check that out. And again, that's also on our on our blog.
So I'm putting the telephone mystery shop company in here now. It is Gig Spot. Y'all be sure to go and check this one out. This is a good one. If you have a phone, again, this is something that you can do from your phone. Easton's Day One says, I'm getting the fruit match now. Okay. Six Bows says, congrats, Amanda. That's a beautiful story. Alice says, Six Bows, are you the one that's doing all the high paying mystery shops from Ellis in Missouri? Leonica says, Unity is on fire with those 3-hour cash out games. Yep. Six Bows said, no, that's not her. She says, I'm not near Ellis. So Ellis, she was meaning Six Bows, the mystery shop company.
Yeah.
Teresa says, ha, 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 Tan. Hey, Chef Blondie. She says, hi, Hustle Queens. Peace and love. Hey, 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 Xavier. He says, hello, Tan and Carl.
Hey, Xavier.
Hey. Robo says, I appreciate you ladies so much. Every time I needed something, you ladies came through, like with DRC and more. Thank you, Robo.
Thank you.
Are they still around, Robo? DRC?
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Leonica says, also with the app Fruit Match, make sure it says Fruit Match win real money and the developer is Dream. I'm going to put it up here. Dream X game, because if you just put in Fruit Match, a lot will come up. She said, laugh out loud. Six Bow says, laugh out loud, Alice. I've never heard of it, but I'll check it out now that you mentioned it. Bleak Sound says, I have a question about the resume stuff from earlier. If I only highlight certain jobs and not include our experience, does that not create a gap and be a big red flag for employers?
Okay, so what I mean by that, so if you had like 20 jobs and say they were not within the 10-year period, say you your resume, you had a bunch of jobs, but you only need to include 10 years worth of experience. So don't go back. You should only be going back to 2015. So anything after 20 or before 2015, that shouldn't even be on your resume. So if I created a resume today, I would only have one job on there. One. I've been in my job 10 years. One job. And that would be the only one I include.
Yeah. Lady Empress says, congrats, Amanda. She says, amen. Amanda says, Aspen Dental, they send equipment. You got Aspen Dental tan.
No, but I'll go find it real quick.
Oh, okay. Robo said, will the links be posted in the description box? Only the ones, the two companies, Robo. The rest of them will not. Robo says, congrats, Amanda. Hey, Lonnie. Lonnie says, hi, everyone, and congratulations, Amanda. Amber says, congrats, Amanda. Xavier says, liked and shared. Thank you, King. Leonica said, and thanks again, Kara, for promoting my gaming channel. As of today, I'm currently at 76 subscribers. I know the goal is 50 subs, so I don't see why I can't go. I would say again, Leonica, ask Chat GPT, because I didn't know that you had to like have so many shorts up just to go live.
What they saying? She needs more shorts to go live.
Yeah. It don't make no sense. Shira says, thank you, Amanda, and congrats. Shacy says, congrats, Amanda. Ursula says, thanks for sharing, Amanda. That is a true testimony. Amanda says, I started with Benjamin playing games, earning enough to pay for a hotel room until I landed a full-time job and got an apartment and still striving. All right, Queen.
All right.
Started with the Benjamin app.
Gosh darn it, these.
And if anybody else here wants to take a look at the app that the Queen started with, we do have them on this list. Number 40 is the Benjamin app. This is a good one. Leonica, she introduced this one to everybody here. So you guys be sure to take a look at. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Y'all be sure to take a look at number 40. That's a good one. Fat Girl says, I need an immediate job because I lost the job and I don't know how I will make my rent on the first. So Fat Girl, look at these beginner friendly. I'm going to tell you the ones that we know that are doing like quick hiring. 7, 8, 14. Somebody here got hired the other day with Vera Fast. So I would say 1, 7, 8, and 14. I would say look at though, and maybe possibly number 24. So I'm gonna put it here, Queen. And again, Queen, don't count out the side gigs and the side. We've had people to make $300 and $400 in a couple of days just off a mystery shop. So again, if you are somebody that needs quick money, take a look at the mystery shop sites or the survey sites or the task-based sites. Because at least with those, you can sign up and start right away. Now, if you have an Android phone, the Neon app is back. But the catch-22 is the other person that you are talking to will have to download the app in order for you and them to make money from the app. It's an easy one if you can find somebody to talk to and that they are willing to download the app. Robo says, Amanda, that is amazing. And Easton's Day One said, I found both of the Fruit Match and Fruity Link Harmony. Leonica says, amen, congrats and keep striving for the best. You got this, Amanda. Karen says, hello to our lovely host and all of my beautiful basket building besties. All is well. I like that. The beautiful basket building besties.
Oh.
Xavier says facts. Ellen says Tan and Curl are the ghosts. I worked in the corporate world for years. No more. I have a bunch of side gigs. And she says she just keeps filling. She said just keep filling your basket with eggs. Start smiling. It will grow. She says,
Mm-hmm.
all right now.
All
So
right.
Ellen is one of our mystery shop queens.
Yes, Ellen does a lot of Ellis, and that is the mystery shop. And Ellen was working on a special project. I don't know for what company, but she is one of our queens who had been consistent with. She is one of the queens who has been consistent and has gotten different long-term projects from these mystery
Right.
shop companies. So if you are consistent, look at Queen Ellen, and those long-term projects are consistent income. So
Mhm.
those are things that she does on top of the regular shops that she does for that company.
Yeah.
So again, look at these things. It's not anything hard. You just have to be consistent. And with the mystery shopping, if the schedulers know that they can count on you, they will reach out to you. I had some reach out to me today, and I have not mystery shopped for Trend Source in about 10 to 12 years, and they still reach out to me. Ellis, I have not mystery shopped for them in
It's been a long time for Ella.
15 years, 16, well, no, about 14, 15 years, maybe a little
It's
less
been
than
a
that.
long time for them.
So, and they still contact me because when I was doing them, I was consistent. I was
Mhm.
consistent. I did it and I worked my way up and they knew me. So
Yeah.
again, like Queen Ellen, like some of our other mystery shopping queens, if you get to know these people, if you are consistent with these companies, they will reward you. It's just like the survey sites. If you are consistent, they will start sending you those higher paying surveys. You'll start seeing your money increase, as Ellen says. It will grow, but you have to do your part.
Um, Leonica, she says also with the app Fruit Match, make sure it says Fruit Match win real money and the developer is Dream X Game because if you just put in Fruit Match, a lot will come up at eSense Day One. And she says Fruity Link Harmony is another one too. I also have that one eSense Day One. Amanda says we love y'all. Who talking? We pulling up because nah, you don't play. Hopefully nobody, Amanda.
No, we try not to.
Not with the
No,
P.
we stay in our own little lane.
Bianca says, thanks, Tan and Carol, for all that you do for the community and congrats on 25 years. Without you, all this wouldn't be possible. Ah, you welcome, Queen. Thank you, Leonica. Hey, P Cross. P Cross says hello to everybody. And Leonica says, how are you, P Cross? Amanda says, I'm forever grateful for both of y'all as well. Ah, thank you, Amanda.
Thank
We appreciate
you.
it, Queen. And
Thank
thank you again for the testimony.
you. Thank you.
P Cross says, hey, Leonica. Shira says, love it, love it, love it, Tan. P Cross said, I'm new. Because you funny, girl. Amanda said, welcome, P Cross. You are definitely in the right place. Leonica says flower match. This is another good one. 3 hour cash out game. Girl, they just got too many now, Leonica.
I know. And
Somebody over there just sitting behind the thing, just developing apps.
let me start. That's all right. Thank y'all for the testimony. I'm gonna start developing me some apps. Let me. I'm gonna go.
Girl, because every time you turn around, it's a new one.
Yeah. Let me get up on that. Let me see. Can I pick?
Right. Hey, Tinny. Tinny says I'm late. She says, hey, ladies in chat, Curl, your hair is cute. Liked and share. Ah, thank you, Queen. I appreciate that.
We can
And
try to
thank you
figure out
for
if she gonna have
sharing.
more fun today or not. We just wait now.
Whatever. P. Cross says, thank you, Amanda. There go King Earl.
Hey,
King
Earl.
Earl said, peace, fam. Leonica says, did you find the fruit match since day one? Natalie says, hello to chicks. Thank you, Queen Natalie. She says, like and share. And shout out to Natalie, because Natalie over in that group, and this queen be sharing every day, all day.
Thank you, Queen.
Every single post I put up, this queen is on it, sharing. So just want to take the time out to say thank you, Queen Natalie. We appreciate you.
And we
People
do.
said, I'm just playing. I've been following Curl and Tan since they were sitting in one room behind the table.
Yeah. We used to sit in my office.
Yeah, that's when we first got started. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Meek says, speaking of charging, one of the work from home Facebook groups moved her group to Patreon and is charging a monthly fee, and people are going off on her. I'm just in the group with her popcorn. Oh wow! I wonder what happened. What would make her do that? Wow.
You know why?
Money.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Monte. Ellen says, she says, a good girl gone rich. Your resume should be no more than one page. I reworked mine from 3 pages with all my experience to 1 page. I had to give up ego to explain everything. Try it. Nothing to lose, only to gain. Thank you, Ellen. That was a good explanation. I like that.
Yeah.
It was. I like it.
And she gave good advice. No more than 1 page. And you had to give up your ego. You're right.
Yeah.
Because I think some people want to prove how qualified they are.
Yeah.
You're not trying to prove how qualified you are. You're trying to prove why you are the best match for the job.
Yeah. And sometimes with those degrees, if the company is not looking for a person that has degrees, automatically disqualify you. So they won't even email you to say, hey Tan, I'm on to interview. They just gonna automatically disqualify you. Now, if it's a job like maybe a corporate type work from home job or a management work from home job where you have to have a bachelor's or a master's degree in this particular field, then of course you will be considered. You may even get the job.
Yeah.
Yep, you may even get the job. A friend of mine, she works for, and I always forget the name of the company. What is the name of this company? Pearl Interactive. So the position that she has, I came across the job. I don't think she was looking for like a remote job because she was working outside of the home. But anywho, I came across this job, and when I read the job description, I said, oh, this would be perfect for her because this is her field. But at the very bottom, it said, must have such and such type of degree in order to even apply for the job. Well, she has the degree. She has a master's degree in psychology. So I knew that job, they will most definitely probably call her. And moral to the story, just because she had those degrees, she was able to get the job. So she has been working for them now, I think like 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from home. The uncle says, hey, Natalie. Teresa has been with these ladies since 2006 with the red toenail polish.
We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go.
Amanda said, P. Krause, she said, you still welcome. And she put the laughing emojis. Xavier says, Survey Junkie is getting better and better. Okay, Xavier. So we do have them. Did you get
one queen who paid her rent off of Survey Junkie?
Did you get Aspen Dental?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Oh, okay. You didn't say nothing.
I'm sorry. I did put Aspen Dental in the chat. That is where our Queen Amanda works. So if you are looking for a remote job,
Aspen Dental, they still hiring.
And I like the bonus structure. Pay structure. So I won't get it
Yeah, I
wrong.
like their bonus structure. So if you go to Aspen Dental's website and you see 1450 and that freaks you out and it's like, oh, I don't want to take this job because it's only paying $14.50 an hour, you better think again, because this one here, this queen was getting like $800 and $900 in bonus money. So if you are scheduling dental appointments for patients, and I think if they do schedule the appointment, the company will pay you like an extra $1.25 per appointment. So just think about that, kings and queens. If you are making $14.50 an hour as the base pay, but let's just say you get 5 appointments in that hour, so you went from $14.50 really all the way up to close to $20.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's good to read. I know you may see the 1450 or the 1550s or the 1650s, and you probably thinking like, this really ain't no money. I don't want to apply. But sometimes it's good to read because a lot of these companies do pay bonus money. So you go from making the 1650, that's just the base pay. But you may go from making $16.50 to making $20, $21, $22 an hour. But if you don't read, you're gonna miss the boat. So look at Aspen Dental. This is a good one. They do provide equipment. Queen Amanda, I think, has it been a year, Amanda? Close to a year, almost a year, something like that. I think she's been working there almost a year, if not quite a year.
Yeah.
It may be a year. P. Cross says, thank you, Amanda. She says, you're such a sweetheart. Good Girl Gone Rich says, thank you, Ellen. Natalie says, hey, Leonica. Amanda says, I sent everyone to you all when they asked me how I started working from home. I send them the link to you guys because this who needs to see. Okay, well, thank you for sharing, Queen.
Appreciate it.
Leonica says, I also dropped a lot of gaming apps on my gaming channel as well. Veronica, she says, Ed Amanda, please send me the link because I'm facing becoming homeless right now. So, Veronica, nobody can put links in here unless they are admin. So, Tan put the link in the chat for Aspen Dental.
I got it.
If you don't mind. Leonica, give me the name of your channel, Queen, so I can put it here, the gaming channel. And I know you gave it to us the other night, and I don't forget. I know we subscribed, but I still forget. Let me see if it's over here. Put it here in the chat, Leonica, and I'm gonna go find it and put the link here. Oh, you know something? That's okay, Leonica. I think I got it. I think I got it. So you guys be sure to go over to Leonica's gaming channel. She's trying to go live over there, but running into some issues with YouTube. I would maybe also, Leonica, reach out to support and see if they can let you know why or what, because I ain't never heard nobody say that, but there could be something new. So I'm gonna put it here in the chat. This is the gaming channel. This is Leonica's gaming channel. I just dropped her link in the chat so you kings and queens can go over and check her out. Ellen says, signing out for the night. She says, see y'all on the next live. Thank you, Queen. And I got it, Leonica. I remember it was over on your main channel in the description box. Amanda says November. I knew it was coming up on the year, Queen. So she says November, it will be a year that she's been at Aspen Dental. Well, congratulations early. Good. And I know I skipped because this thing, it jumped way to the bottom. I got to go all the way back up here.
Oh, Lord.
All the way back up here to the top. Child, I don't even know where I am. I got to figure it out. You figure it out. I got to figure it out because it jumped. It went straight to the bottom.
Hold on.
Let me see if I can find this comment here. Then I know where I am.
Okay. Can you get the Survey Junkie link? I can't get that one.
It's on this list. Yep, I got
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yes,
Okay.
on the list. Hang on, y'all, because it jumped. It skipped everybody in the chat. Wherever the last place I was at, it skipped. Okay, let me see. I think. Okay, I'm right here. So Amanda says, Leonica, what's your channel name so I can follow you? So I did put her channel name in the chat. So y'all look at the bottom of the chat. Leonica's link is in there. She says, thank you so much, Amanda. Amanda says, Veronica, start with the gaming apps. Do the easiest first. I started with the Benjamin. It gives you some money. While doing that, do apps for these work from home jobs. Also, agency solutions is a quick hire job. And I think we have that one. Agency solutions, Tanya.
Okay. Yeah, you want me to find that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, humble and grateful. She says, good evening, ladies. Glad I am able to catch you on a live. Welcome, Queen. And Leonica says, hey. Amanda says, Leonica, I'm going to follow soon as these beautiful ladies end their live. Thank you, Amanda. Earl is saying, hey, y'all. Stephanie says, did an $8 mystery shop on the RBG group the other day. She says, free pizza and waiting for my Spark account to be approved. Stephanie ain't playing either. All right, Queen.
All right, Queen.
So, Stephanie, I'm not sure, Queen, if you were doing the Neon app, but the Neon app is back. For those of you that have the Android device, the catch-22 is now you will have to be talking to someone else that is on the Neon app. So, if you got a buddy, like I got a buddy over here, she got about 20 phones. She go find the Android phone so we can be talking and making this easy money. So if you got a buddy, Stephanie, that has an Android phone, send them your referral and let them know, hey, girl, we can make some money. Let's get on this phone and let's talk. So they are back up. Now, I'm not sure, though, when they're going to do the iPhone. I went to Instagram. This is how I found out that they were back up. I was on Instagram last night on their page. And I said, oh, they back? Okay, so I went and checked my email. They sent the email 2 days ago, so I done missed 2 days of money. But they have not said when they are going to be back on the Apple Store. So I don't know. Too easy. I did not yet. Latoya, happy Wednesday, Queen. She said, happy Wednesday to everyone. Leona said, okay, thanks so much, Amanda. I've been trying to go live on my gaming channel, but it won't let me. Says I need to upload more shorts. And she says, hey, Latoya. Veronica says, thank you, Amanda. Earl says, testimony service. All right, Earl, what you got for us, King? Humble and grateful. She says, hey, Leonica, how are you? And Leonica says, hey, Stephanie. And Stephanie says, hey, Leonica. Leonica says she's doing good. She says, racking up this money on these gaming apps. And she says, how are you, humble and grateful? And Ellen says, Carolyn Tan, big congrats on your amazing success together as sisters in arms. These amazing groups and bringing together all of us queens and kings. Kudos. I'm grateful to you both. Thank you, Ellen. If you're still here, thank you, Queen.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate that. And really, in all honest and truth, without you lovely kings and queens, no, two chicks with the side hustle. So really, you guys are the community. We just are two people that brought this channel together. But again, without you guys, we don't really exist. We don't. And this, I mean, you know, to me, that's just across the board, really, for everybody that's some type of influencer, content creator, whatever you want to call it. Without the audience, you're nothing, because you got to get the views in order to get your information out there. Who's going to talk about it? Who's going to tell your story? Who's going to share your information with, you know, others? So we greatly appreciate everybody.
Yes.
Veronica says, I have tried so many gaming apps and haven't made more than 3 total after several months. Which ones, Veronica? Because we got some queens that been made. Somebody was here Sunday, had made $150 off of Just Play. And then Queen Miss Tawana, I know she's making around like 4 something a month off of the Just Play app. And consistency, Queen, that is the key. I would say maybe try like a Top Surveys. Top Surveys is a good one because they are a survey site, but you can see the amount of money that you're making before you sign up to the surveys. And they pay like, I've seen like $2, 3 and some change for the surveys per survey, each survey.
Mm-hmm.
Or try some of the mystery shop. Leonica says, got another 3-hour cash out game on the radar. Cat merge. Okay, Leonica. Well, let us know about that one. I'm gonna write it down. Kim says any side hustle I can do as a second job.
Any of these can be done as a second job. We always say if you cannot find a part-time job, check out some of these side gigs and side hustles because they will onboard. Well, I'll just not onboard you, but they will get you started quickly, and you can still look for that work from home job. So these are things you can do on your own time, not not just things that you have to do them at a certain time. These are things you can do at your own time. So make sure you check those out.
Six Bow says, okay, I've been using ChatGPT a lot. Now I don't feel bad. Yeah, ChatGPT, best friend. That's your best friend, your new best friend. Deonica says, ChatGPT, it is very useful.
Yes.
Karen says, AARP has free classes for women over 50. They discuss resumes, job search skills, and etc. Okay.
Oh.
Well, that's a good resource. Amanda said, Leonica, just subscribe with my 2 TVs. She said, laugh out loud. Humble and Grateful says, good to hear, Leonica. I'm doing pretty good on Prolific. Not too much gaming. Thank you. Now, Prolific, that's another good one, everybody. They have been on fire lately. I think Earl said he woke up to like, was it 20 something, 30 something, 40 something? It was a lot of studies that Earl woke up to. And somebody else here said they woke up to, I think, about 20, 25 studies. So Prolific is number 15 on this list. They do have a wait list, people. So this is not at the norm. So if you sign up, you will be waitlisted, but some of the queens were able to get on and get right off. Sometimes it took others maybe like a week to maybe a month. So sign up for Prolific, number 15. And while you are on the list, take a look at number 16. Girl, what did I do? Did I shrink us down? Take a look at number 16 also. This is Cloud Research Connect. They are just like Prolific. Shira says, preach Tan, nobody knows you but you. I love ChatGPT as well.
Amen.
We are behind on
yes.
We way behind on the chat. The Modest Mad, she says, thank you so much, ladies. No problem, Queen. Me says, even Shein has internet extenders now.
Really? Oh,
really?
Wow. Yeah. You know what? I have been seeing a lot of things, I would say, in electric components that have been used from China that have now been in the US because of Amazon and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I would say the only thing I would say is be careful with the electronic piece of it. But if it works, it works.
Amanda says Staples, any office supply store, Amazon has the adapters as well. Leonica says you're welcome. I'm still waiting to come off the wait list for Prolific. How long you been on the wait list, Leonica? A fourth round says, congrats, sisters. Teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you,
Yes,
Queen.
every
Hey,
day.
Angela. She says, hey, everyone. Good evening. Outlier reached to me for a project in RWS are delayed in paying for some reason, and issues are also mentioned on Reddit. I wonder what's going on. Well, congrats, Queen, on the outlier one.
Wow.
Leonica says, thanks so much, Amanda. She says, hey, Angela. Teresa says, hey, Angela. Angela says, hey, Leonica. Humble and Grateful says, glad we are discussing AI tonight. I have been watching so many videos from Google on YouTube, and it helps you understand more about AI. Got to stay relevant in this job market. Amen. Amanda says, most welcome, Leonica. We'll view and like some of your videos once this session is over. And Fourth Throne says, do all the gaming apps have ads? Yeah, I would say Fourth Thrones, because that is how they make their money, so that they are able to pay the people that play the game. So, yep. All the ones that I've played have had the ads.
Yeah.
Leonica says, thanks so much. I really appreciate it, Amanda. Hey, So Right. So Right says, hello to chicks and family.
Hey.
And So Right is one of the queens that made over $900 in the month of September off of the mystery shop sites. So if you need a bill paid, some of these survey sites, task-based sites, mystery shop sites can most definitely help you out. Amanda says, blacklist, it is none higher. Yeah. Teresa says, hey, So Right. Amanda says, I'm blacklisted from Waffle House due to leaving after a 12-hour shift on Christmas and refusing to stay longer, so I can't work there again. Oh, wow. Hey, Angela. Angela says, hey, Teresa. Hey, Miss T. Miss T says, hey, Carol and Tan, Two Chicks fam. Hope all is well. She says, miss you all. Welcome back, Queen. Always Learning says, no, Tan. And So Right says, hey, Teresa. Earl says, Angela, wow, I just signed up with RWS, finished the language assessment. I will keep the low pay in mind. Leonka says, I will be live on my gaming channel once I get the okay to go live. So Right. Fourth Throne says, I started playing some games on the Best Play app, but all these ads you have to watch. OMG, is this normal? Yep, it's normal, because that's how they make their money, by the ads. The ads make money. So in order for them to be able to pay you Fourth Thrones, you got to watch them ads, Queen. It's unfortunate because it is a lot of them, and they do get on your nerves. Miss T says, hey, Miss Tan and Kara, hope all is well. We are great, Queen. Miss T, how are you? Leonica says, hey, Miss T. Hey, Nick. Nick says, hello, everyone, and congrats on everything. Do you all have more? We do, Nick. We have 2. We sure do. Earl said, we earn better. They customize your resume for the job you apply for. So Earn Better, what Earl is mentioning here, it is an app, and you can use the app for your resume. Leonica says, hey, Nick. So I said, Leonica, that's right. I have alerts set up for your channel. Too Easy says, okay, thanks, Teresa. Nick says, hey, Leonica. Leonica says, yes, they want me to post more shorts. So I've been dropping shorts over there. Not sure how many I have to drop before they allow me to go live. Chat with the support team, Leonica, and see. TC says, hello. Hello there, everyone. Happy Wednesday, chat. Hey, TC. How are you, Queen? Leonica says, how are you doing? So Right. She says, hey, TC. Amanda says, the job description of the job and tell them what they want to hear in so many words. Yep. Six Bowl says, Leonica, that's weird. Veronica says, Fourth Thrones, yes, it is on the ads. Teresa says, you're welcome, Too Easy. Leonica says, yes, sis, it is. I didn't have to go through that on my main channel. They probably changed the rules, Leonica, because they've been doing so many updates. So it's probably, I'm pretty sure it probably changed. Crystal says, has anyone worked for Williams Sonoma? Yep, Crystal. We've had quite a few to work for Williams Sonoma. And Crystal says, are they a good company? Now that I don't know, Queen. If anybody here in the chat and she's on Facebook has worked for, or if you are currently working for Williams Sonoma, please let us know what type of company they are. The Queen is asking, are they a good company to work for? So Right says, I'm great, Leonica. She says, how are you, Queen? Leonica says, if I get quiet, I'm still here just working on these gaming apps. Six Bow says, Leonica, I have 3 channels. I've never heard of that. Leonica says, I'm doing good playing these gaming apps while listening to the live. Nick says, hey, have anyone had any issues with Top Survey? They told me I could never do surveys or games ever after review. I guess they didn't like my response to a company. What? Really?
What?
Never heard nobody say that before, Nick. So I'm not sure. Wonder why. Is it Kayla? She says, exam. She says, earn better is awesome. Leonica said, my first time hearing of it, when I tried to go live, it says create more shorts to unlock. Yeah, that's my first time hearing that also. She said, but they did do a lot of new updates, so there may be one of them. She says, it's 6. TC says, Leonica, she says, hey there, lady. Leonica says, how are you? And 6 Bow said, Leonica, thanks for the update. Shira says, yes, Tan. And we are behind on the chat. Leonica says, you welcome, 6. Debbie says, good night, Carol and Tan and everyone. Thank you, Queen. Veronica says, I've been using Best Play, Just Play, and a few others, but not making much money. And which games, Veronica, are you playing? Is it Tracy? Tracy says Mystery Shop. So are you interested in Mystery Shop, Queen? Teresa says, yes, Nick, have had issues with Top Server. They didn't credit me on the game on the last level. It was the last level, and then she got 100. TC says, liked and shared. Stephanie said, doing some games while watching this live. Hey, Beatrice. She says, hi, guys, girls in chat. I liked and shared. Thanks for all the good eggs. You give us so much appreciated. Thank you, Queen. Nick says, thanks, Teresa. Did you get them to fix it? TC said, Leonica, jumping from one platform to the next. There is so much to take in and learn. You ladies are wonderful. Thank you, Queen TC. I appreciate that. She says, all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Leonica
you.
says, thank you, TC. And she says, hey, Beatrice. Teresa says, no, Nick, they blamed it on third-party tracking. I'm done with them. That was my 3rd time they did that to me. I'm sorry to hear that, Teresa. Leonica said, which gaming apps you on, if you don't mind me asking, Stephanie. And she says, oh, and have 2 product tests from product report card coming. All right now.
All right.
Congratulations. And product report card is the get paid to test products site. Is one of them. So with these companies, they will send you guys the products to test out. If you like the products, you like the products. If you don't like the product, you just didn't like the product. But you don't have to pay for the product, and the shipping is free. So they will send you whatever the product, is. It could be a candle, it could be some makeup, it could be some vitamins, some water, some cereal, some cookies, some crackers. It could be some household products, Mr. Clean, Lysol, Clorox bleach, the bounce, the sheets, the game. It could be anything. It could be a computer. It could be a vacuum cleaner, a printer. One of our queens, she got a printer from Sago. So it could very well much so be anything. And what they want you guys to do is to test it out. So if it's a vacuum cleaner, of course you would take it out the box, plug it up, and run it across the floor. I mean, did you like the vacuum cleaner? Was the noise? Was it too loud? Was it too low? I mean, did it suck up the dirt? I mean, did it not? Did it leave stuff on your carpet? So these are pretty much, I would say, kind of sort of self-explanatory.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's products that you have already used anyway. And maybe the company,
Mhm.
like for example, Mr. Clean or Gain. Like recently I saw Gain now has the dishwashing liquid. I've never known them to have dishwashing liquid. So I'm pretty sure they sent that to a few people before they put it on the shelf. So that's basically what it is in a nutshell. It'll be companies coming out with stuff, and maybe you use Gain anyway. So now, oh well, you use it anyway. So now we're coming out with, this Gain dishwashing liquid. Let's see if you like this. Do you like it? Use it and give us your opinion or your feedback.
Yeah.
So we do have them on this list. We have Pine Cone, we have Product Report Card, Product Review Jobs, and Sago. So 7, 10, 11, and 41. And 41. And again, you do not have to come out of pocket for nothing. All you have to do, once you sign up, they will start sending you surveys. You must fill out the surveys in order to see if you even qualify to test the products. Tan and myself, we used to do Pine Cone research, and Tan used to also do Product Report Card.
Yeah.
By far, one of the easiest side hustles out there.
Mhm.
Always Learning says, I've learned Next Rep is easy to get a work from home job. She says they only hire in certain states. I'm in Connecticut. They used to hire in Connecticut. I did their interview back in 2021. It was just an informational session. Okay, Queen. So Next Rep, they wouldn't hire me, but they may hire you. So they are on this list. They are number 4. They wouldn't hire me or Tan, and I have no idea why. You probably can get hired now.
Yeah.
It may be a little bit easier. Back then, I don't know, but they never hired us. Neither one of us, for that matter. Veronica says, still waiting for my product test to arrive. All right, Queen. Well, keep us posted, Veronica. Nick says, oh, wow, sorry to hear that, Teresa. Some of them act like it is your fault after having you wait for them to fix it. Teresa says, yes, that's right, Nick. Always Learning says, for Next Rep, I live in South Carolina, and they offered me another interview. Okay. Well, go ahead. Always Learning. Congrats. And they have some top-notch clients, because one of my friends used to work for them, and she told me who some of their clients are. They have some top-notch folks now. Now, back then, I would say maybe like 1 or 2 clients were like great or top tier, but now, they booming with the clients. So y'all be sure to take a look at Next Rep. They got Teledoc. Teledoc is a good one. And the thing is, I think with Teledoc, the only thing you're doing is basically like somebody will call in needing to see a doctor online. And I think you have to get like their insurance information, name, date of birth, stuff like that, and what's going on. And then you would just put them with whatever doctor is in the queue. That's an easy one. So I would say take a look at Next Rep, number 4 on the list, beginner-friendly company. Stephanie said, Leonica, I'm doing Playwell right now. I also have Vibes, Miss Play, Best Play, Just Play, Money Time, Free Cash. Girl, you got a lot.
Wow.
And a few others that I can't remember off the top of my head. Always adding more. Well, congratulations, Queen. That's a lot.
All right.
She has a lot, which is good. It's good to have a lot. And we tell you guys to get more than 1, get more than 2. King Earl says you at least need to get 12 in the basket. Ellen says, I did over 150 Ellis apartment shops. Not so much now, as I'm involved in other shops and side gigs. Great company, and they pay exactly within their time frame always.
All right.
So she did 150.
All right.
Congratulations, Queen. Girl, this thing getting on my nerves.
This is jumping.
Yes, it done jumped again.
Yes.
Let me see. Let me see. Okay, there we go.
You got it.
So Queen Ellen has done over 150 apartment mystery shops with
Wow.
this company.
Wow. Yes. And for those of you who, again, are looking for extra money, mystery shopping is a great way to get extra money. You can do these things on your own time. There are so many companies out here that offer mystery shopping. Again, if you can't find a work from home job, do not let that deter you. Get some of these side gigs and side hustles. Start earning something. If you have nothing, start earning something. And I promise
Right.
you, everything else will fall in place. A lot of these kings and queens started doing side gigs and side hustles because they could not find a work from home job. And they came on here and they saw what we were talking about with the side gigs and side hustles, and they tried it. And it has developed until that is all that they do, because they
Mm-hmm.
came on here with the intentions of looking for a work from home job, but it didn't pan out. But the side gigs and side hustles did.
Yes.
So don't think that it's the only thing that you have is the work from home jobs, because there are so much more than that on this channel. Yes, we do talk about work from home jobs, but we also talk about things you can do while you're waiting for that work from home job.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep. Leonica says, I have vibes too ever since they came out. Get that money, Stephanie. She says, I have folders on my phone for apps because I have so many. She says, laugh out loud. Stephanie says, I need to know how to do that at Leonica. Angela says, ladies, what's the name? What was the name of the company where you watched the videos of the children in the school buses?
Oh, that video reviewer job. Who was the company?
Was it Bus Patrol? I don't know. I think it was Bus Patrol, Angela, but I don't even know if they are still hiring for that one or not. They probably not, because that one goes fast.
Quickly.
But I think it was Bus Patrol,
Is it
Tam.
that's the name of the company?
I think it was. I ain't sure, but I think so. Marquita says, hey, ladies, I'm late. Has anyone been accepted for Project Coffee and Project Thing with Crowd Gen?
Mm.
Somebody was asking about Crowd Gen
Oh,
earlier.
yeah.
Leonica says, hey, Marquita. She says, hey, Leonica. Leonica says, on my phone, I just hold down 2 apps and it pops up, create a folder. And then I had those and other apps to the folder, will add those and other apps to the folder, drag and drop in the folder.
Okay.
Veronica says, same here, Tan, only one job. Stephanie says, I will have to try that, Leonica, but I have multiple apps on different phones and tablets. And let's see. Lillian says, congrats, Amanda. And I'm trying to go. Thank you, Queen Nicole, for the super sticker. We appreciate that, Queen. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Jay, hey Jay. She says, hey Chad, Leonica, have you tried going live on the desktop? So Rice says, oh, thanks for the neon tip. No problem, Queen. Hey Adrian. She says, hi Tan, Carl, and Chad. And Veronica said, Nicole, which app did you use? Angela says, congrats to all the amazing wins. We done had a lot tonight.
Yeah.
We have. Ellen say, figure Mr. Shops that pay 7 to 10 days. The I shop for Ipsos and Presto Shopper.
Amen. Queen. And again, if you are looking to earn extra money quickly, Queen Ellen just dropped 2 companies. Two
Now,
companies.
I'm gonna say something that me said. And
Okay.
I think I told you this. You don't
Okay.
listen to me though. So me says, Tan, what you need to be doing is the mini courses on how to create websites and apps. She says, I pay for that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm,
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I
Nick,
know.
Bianca says, I am back. Crystal said, I just signed up for Gig Spot. Okay, Queen, keep us posted on Gig Spot. Bianca says, hey, sis, Adrian. And she says, yes. And when I try to go live on the desktop, it just spins in a circle saying going live, but never does on my gaming channel at J. And Meek says, she says it's because her group keeps getting into trouble because people are fighting. What?
What? Who fighting?
Fighting?
Where?
Are they really fighting, Meeks?
Wait
And
a minute.
reporting
I'm
each other.
nosy. I missed it. Wait a minute.
You ain't miss nothing.
Huh?
What you miss? Meek said she was closing the group down or going to some other platform because people are fighting and reporting each other. She says, but I don't know.
Oh my goodness. In the group that went to Patreon?
Yeah.
So they paying to go in there and argue.
No, the group on Facebook.
Okay.
She's shutting it down on Facebook because Meek saying people in there fighting and reporting. That's wild.
What you fighting for?
Girl, ain't no telling. Hey, Tanisha. Tanisha says that is very good to know. And Veronica says, Tan, with ChatGPT, do you use? I know that there are a lot of them.
I use ChatGPT, but I used to pay for a version. I have used Soro. I have used what is Google's?
Gemini.
Gemini. I have used Copilot. So I'm not partial to ChatGPT, although I use ChatGPT the most, but I do use the other ones. It just depends on what I'm doing, what type of work I'm doing.
Give us a hint of me. So email us and tell us the name of the group, girl, because we don't know. You can email us though. Don't put it here. Just email us. Leonica said Neon is an easy side hustle. Talk on the phone and get paid. So right. Did you hear about Neon? I thought you was her queen when Leonica told us. Tanisha said, I'm just coming on, but I need, she said 3 jobs. Not 3, queen. You need 3. 3 jobs, side hustle. She said, please pray for me. We can, queen. I would say try the mystery shops, queen. If you are okay with going outside of the house, mystery shop is an easy one that you can start tomorrow. You can sign up today and you literally might have some shops to do tomorrow. Some of the companies, they will approve you, but it may take a minute, but some of them you can just go ahead on. And some, I think second to none, when I signed up to that one, the scheduler started just reaching out to me and emailing me and saying, hey Kara, can you go we got this one over here, can you do this one? We need it done by Friday. So it just depends on who the company is, and I guess also who the schedulers are. But some of them you can start right away. Gig Spot, that one, it might take a while before they approve you to do the telephone shops, because with that one, you do have to go, and they have different companies under their umbrella. So you have to go to each company and fill out the contracts and do the certifications and all of that. So that one may take a little bit longer than some of the other ones. Market Force is also a good one. A friend of mine, on a good month, she can hit over $1,000 just by going to do fast food shops. So like McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Sonic, they have a lot of fast food shops available in our area. So she's able to make really good money with them. She's been doing this one probably since, maybe it's been a while, maybe like 7 or 8 years now, because it has been a while. So this one is also a good one, guys, to take a look at. You again, you don't have to have a resume. You don't need experience. You can toss the resume because you don't need it. You don't need experience, and you do not have to do an interview. You can literally be making some money off of these this weekend.
Yep.
Leonica says, I totally understand, Stephanie. Amanda says, does anyone work for, hang on, let me see. I can't get this thing to act right. Okay, wait a minute. Arise. She says they do pay like, yeah, we used to be IBOs for Arise, Amanda. She says, like they supposed to. I see they are paying for cert classes now where they wasn't before.
Yeah, I saw that.
They back doing that. They back doing it again, saying the cert
Where they're
class.
actually paying for the training. Remember I told you that the other day?
You sure did mention that to me. You sure did.
And you
Okay,
said,
well, that's good.
Remember you said,
I was like, no. Yeah, I was like, no, I don't really want to go back and be an IBO.
And
no.
we are IBOs for Rise, but we are what they call not active, inactive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we inactive with them.
Yeah. We tried it for a little bit. Yeah, that's all I say. Not that it's not a good company, but it's hard to get people to commit, especially when they weren't paying for the classes. And then you have to pass the test. So that's, another. So.
Yeah, another hiccup. Me says, I applied to Aspen back in April, never heard back. I would reach out to them, Queen, or reapply and use a different email. Leonica said, yep, Arise is legit. I have to sign up for a program. Amanda says Aspen Dental bonus and good pay, and also earn gift cards for scheduling appointments and equipment with Aspen Dental. She says, y'all jump on it. And Tan did put the link for Aspen Dental. If anybody wants to do that one, you are scheduling dental appointments. That one is an easy, I would say, beginner-friendly company.
Mm-hmm.
She says she got some Aspen Dental stationery as an appreciation in the mail and wasn't expecting it. They appreciate their employees. She says, for real, for real.
Wow.
Veronica says, thank you. Amanda says, November, it makes a year. Leonica says it's also in her description box on her main channel. I think I read these, y'all. Let me keep going. Jay says, oh, Leonica, YouTube has been acting up, especially today. You cleared your cache and cookies. TC says, Leonica, is that your Twitch handle? Earl said they asking for 100 Mbps download. He said, I'm at 80. He said, geez.
Oh, Lord.
Amanda said, looks like Aspen isn't hiring for remote positions as of now. When I click the link, says job isn't available at this time. Okay.
Yeah.
Leonica says, yes, I did.
No, let me look, because it may just be another link. Let me look.
Okay. Leonica says, that's here on YouTube, TC. She says, I have 2 channels. Leonica 15 and her gaming channel. Hey, Queen Mo Better. She says, hello, ladies. Hey, Queen Samantha. She says, hello, ladies. Amanda says, Earl, try a booster. Try unhooking everything from Wi-Fi. Run a test with your PC on the internet. Ensure that the hard wire, and try again if able to move modem. Try moving it last resort. Call the internet company.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Queen Better said, why they change it? I'm thinking you talking about Neon. I ain't sure, Queen, but if that's what you're asking, yep, they changed it. They said it's temporary, though, so we'll see. Adrian says, Amanda, have you heard of anyone employed there that doesn't have proof of their internet provider? They requested when applying, but I don't pay the bill. Stephanie said, yes, Neon, I never had got to do the test call, and I for sure will. My friends I talk to every night will download it. All right, Stephanie, girl, go make that money. Right. So now they are also paying, and I forgot to mention this, so thank you, Leonica, $10 for people that you guys refer to the app. And I think they have to talk an hour before you are credited the $10. So I think last time it was just whoever you invited to the app and you got whatever it was for the referral. But now they are requiring the person to at least talk for an hour before you get the $10 credit to your account. TC's Onika, I will find you on the second one when we get off the live. I found the gaming channel. Amanda says, honestly, I haven't. I'm sure there are ways around it. I know it shows in that setting and specs on your PC. You can screenshot. Not sure if that's sufficient, or ask who pays the bill to send you proof, maybe. Stephanie said, Leonica, I did have it downloaded, but never got to do the test call since they had it done, and I sure will. And Leonica says she is $16 now on Neon. She says Stephanie, but also cashed out 27. Adrian says, thanks, Amanda. Veronica says, love you guys, like and share. Thank you, Queen. Me says, I just downloaded Money Time and barely have time to play. She says she made $5. All right, girl, go ahead, Meeks. Easy. Congrats on the 5.
All right.
Hey, Raisha. She says, hello. Leonica says, thanks, TC. I really appreciate it. Veronica says, how many hours are you playing each day? Me says, my dad started chemo, so everyone all over the place making sure he's good. Okay. Well, praying for your dad, Queen. Amanda says, Meeks, Money Time, is that a gaming app? Yes. Okay. So Rice says, I'm trying to be more strategic with my gaming to crack. Learning and Earning says, I made another 10 through misplay. All right, Learning and Earning, congrats on the $10. Veronica says, only if you qualify. And so Rice says, trying to crack more eggs faster with the gaming. Raisha says Harry and David is looking, and I think Tan, I think I gave you that one. She said they are looking for senior customer service rep. She says it's seasonal, did the application online, got the offer. Wow, later that day. Yep, I think we got that one. Harry and David.
Is that the same as the other one, the Sherry's Cookies people?
I think so, yep. I think they are part
of it. Okay. I know what it's at then. Okay.
Monica says, yes, coins cash out every 3 hours, and you don't want to play the game. You watch ads for 6,000 coins every 3 minutes. Oh, hang on. Ed Amanda, it's only for Android only. And Leonica, she says, prayers to you, sis, Meeks. Teresa says, congrats, Raisha. Yeah, congrats on the Alpha Queen. And Tan is going to go and get the link for that company.
Oh, Harry and Dave. Hold on, because I'm getting it. But I think, it has so many companies under that umbrella. Got to find it. But I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So, hold on. I'm going to get it. Okay. Go ahead. I'm getting it now.
Girl, this thing getting on my nerves with this jumping. I don't know why I be doing me like that. It stay jumping on me. Raisha, she says, hey, Leonica, and I know I skipped some people, so I got to go back up, y'all. I'm sorry. We got some
we need help
on here. Teresa says, congrats, Raisha. And Leonica says, hey, Raisha. Me says, thank you, Leonica. Amanda said, Leonica, thanks. I'm on my iPhone. Let me change my tablet and Android phone right now. And I'm getting on it. And Stephanie says she has had 78 studies on prolific in one day. All right, wow. That's good.
That is good.
People been saying they got a lot of studies lately on prolific every day. Okay.
Yeah, somebody else said that. Who was that?
Earl had a lot too.
Yeah.
And there was another queen here that had a lot. Was it I think it was Queen Sherry. I think she had a lot. Number 15, everybody, prolific. Y'all will want this one in the basket because whatever you put on your profile, when they send you guys the studies, the surveys, you automatically qualify. So you won't be disqualified. and theirs pay a little bit more than some of the other survey site companies pay. So you want to get that one in the basket. Number 15. Leonica says, I'm at 10 on Money Time. Pays out by PayPal and Amazon, and minimum balance is $2.
All
I think
right.
I'm at 7. Let me see where I'm at on Money Time. I think I'm close to 7, or I am at 7. Let me see, child. I'm gonna go look. Raisha says, hi, Leonica. She says, you're welcome, sis Meeks.
Okay, so they had 2 positions available with. Here's the Harry and David one.
Okay.
The senior customer service rep.
That's
Right.
the one. Yep.
And then they had another one, and I'm gonna put that there. Hold on, let me get this. They had another one, e-specialist or something like that. I'm gonna put it there. So there's the Harry and David, and I'm gonna get the other one.
Timmy says Live Ops and Arise has quite a few jobs available now. Okay, Queen.
Okay, what's going on?
So I'm gonna put it here. Live Ops is number 3.
Okay, go in my bedroom in the back.
Your phone.
If you go in my room in the bathroom, the flashlight is in there.
So Healing, she says, has anyone having any trouble with prolific? What type of trouble? So Healing, is your account on hold? And if so, they do sometimes put accounts on hold. So it's not uncommon. Leonica says, you're welcome, Amanda. And Earl said he cashed out at 88 on Prolific, got temporary pause status with app and something to do with the qualification quiz. All right, Earl. Congrats on that 88, King. Congrats to you. So Earl is one of the kings here that has around 15 side hustles in his basket. Leonica says, congrats, Earl. He says, thanks. Amanda says, congrats, Earl. Amanda, we got another Amanda. She says, hello, all. Raisha, how much does Harry and David pay per hour?
It didn't say, but let me see if I can find it.
So Helen, she said the surveys aren't coming up. Which ones, Queen? Earl says Amanda thanks, and Amanda says Meeks praying for his healing. Marquita says wow. Leonica says you're welcome, Earl. Meek says thank you, Amanda. Nick says thanks. Stephanie says hey everyone, just set up Neon. Okay, Queen, congrats. So Ray says I multitask while ads are playing on my phone. I'm also on my laptop. That's a good idea. Leonica says yay, I'm at 16 on Neon as of now, Stephanie. Leonica says, if you want, I can help you get started, Stephanie. She says, awesome. Learning and Earning says, mute your volume for the game. She says, it helps. Hey, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn says, good evening, ladies. Might be a good tip for somebody. Thank you, Queen. Amanda says, I'm on Money Time now. Yes, I love gaming apps. Easy money. Learning and Earning says the ads are annoying, but muting the volume on your device, it does help. Leonica says, keep me updated, Amanda. Leonica says, / gives the most coins on Money Time. And Stephanie says, went to my interview. She is looking for a person because it's a busy store, but another location is looking for part-time. Should be able to talk to the second location come Friday. Okay, Queen. Well, keep us posted on the job. And Leonica says, you got this, Stephanie. She said, oh, yes, Leonica. She says, about to email you, Stephanie. She says, okay. Hang on. Veronica says, will do. Savannah says, work with Next Rep. They are a decent company. Thank you, Queen. Leonica says, just sent the email, Stephanie. And she says, I worked for Next Rep years back as well. It's Live Ops. Okay. I didn't know you worked for them, Leonica.
Okay.
Me says Money Time so far is the easiest earning gaming app I've tried. Free Cash used to be awesome, but Free Cash switched up now. For example, reach level 50 for 50 cents. She said, like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Money Time. I really enjoy this app. I like them and I like Best Play, but it's like I like Money Time better now. I'm cheating on Best Play with Money Time.
Lord have mercy.
I am. Don't you tell Best Play though. So I got 682 on Money Time. I knew I was close to 7. The uncle says, I love Money Time, sis. I have $10 on there right now. I like how you can also watch the ads for 6,000 coins every 3 minutes at the bottom of the screen, Meeks. Earl says, oh, with Product Tool, they sent me the chips to give my opinion on. The chips are good, and I'm looking to get $25 from this. All right.
Amen.
Congratulations.
Amen.
So I'm gonna drop Product Tube, everybody. I'm gonna put it here in the chat. Y'all be sure to go over and get this egg in the basket. King Earl,
Yes.
this one. This is one of his side hustles.
And we got a lot of kings and queens that do product too, and they buy their groceries and things off of Amazon.
And I also have this other one that Earl does. We had some people to get on with this one Sunday night. So this one is a gaming site. They pay, I think it's 9 to 11, I think, per game. It's a little bit different from the other gaming apps because with this one, they want you guys to test the games. The games may be new and they're before they put them in the Apple Store and the Play Store, they want people to test the games out. So I would say take a look at this one. No, 1 second. This is a good one, everybody. So y'all be sure to take a look at this one. I'm going to drop the link here in the chat. The name of the company is Playtest Cloud. Y'all be sure to go sign up for this one. Earl has made money off of this one as well. Stephanie says, I have a few mystery shops. Wait a minute. Ooh, wait a minute, I went too far. I have a few mystery shops outside of the house that show up on my accounts. I grab what I can. Okay. Stephanie says, I'm not getting it, Leonica. Give it a few. So Helen says, if you live in New Jersey, it's not easy to get a work from home job because many places won't hire because of the minimum wage. Leonica says, check your spam. Stephanie, hey, Jackie. She says, hey, two chicks and fam. Y'all been on here 1 hour. Any new side gigs? I'm still waiting on Crowd Gen. Somebody else mentioned Crowd Gen on here tonight. Veronica says, so healing. I used to live in New Jersey. Leonica says, hey, Jackie. She says, hey, Leonica. Stephanie says, duh, Leonica, I got it. It was looking at the wrong email. Laugh out loud. Hey, Unlimited. Unlimited says, hello, ladies. Hey. Angela says, CrowdGen app and project has been paused for me. Maybe it's something going on with the project because Earl said it paused for him also.
Yeah.
Leonica says, oh, okay, Stephanie. Bonita says, like Earl, I am paused. She's paused also. A Jackie says, I feel you on that, Angela. Veronica says, okay, thank you, Tan. So Rice says, yes, I've been calling with Neon, but didn't know the other person needed to download it too. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what the email said. So, right, if you are calling and the other person does not have it, they are not going to pay you for that, Queen. Yeah. Which sucks because they had in play where they was paying for if you were calling people that were non-users of the app, but now they fixed it to where the other person has to be a user. And I'm thinking that's because they know that people will call recordings, people will call, let's just say like the food stamp office and sit there and listen to the recording. So they're not going to pay for that. Marquita says, Angela, what does that mean? Is it like your account is under review or something? I've been with them about a year on and off. Never heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
Tanisha says, hi, everyone. I made 5827 on Eureka surveys. I'm thinking that's what it is. Congrats, Queen.
All right.
Congrats to you. Amanda said, what are the two companies? Sorry, I may have missed your answer. So we haven't given them out yet, Queen, at the end of the stream. Meek says, I know people argue in the Facebook group a lot, so she says she end up having to dispute stuff with Facebook support. I don't know if that's the truth, but that's the reason she gave for posting on Patreon. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Drea says, hi, everyone. I'm thinking I might know who Meek's talking about. I ain't for sure, though. That's why I say email us and tell us. So, right, says, I need 4 jobs. I'm doing mystery shops, gaming, and started to do more phone shops. I'm trying to warm up to the surveys. All right, Queen. So right is doing mystery shop, gaming, and she's doing phone shops. Trying to get some surveys in her basket. Yonica says, hey, Drea. Humble and Grateful says, good night, everyone. Jumping off. Have a long day tomorrow. Much peace and blessings. Thanks, Queens, for all your research and information that you all continue to share. You're welcome. Humble and grateful. Thank you, Queen.
Appreciate that.
Leonica says, yes, that is the new update now. And right now it's only for Android users. So, right. She says, congrats, Tanisha. Meeks, thank you, Meeks. Leonica says, hey, Queen Mo Better. Leonica says, Pay Viewpoint is a good survey app. Been with the company since 2015. She says, oh, shucks, I need to add money time ASAP. And Leonica says, it's for Android only, but also can be played on a tablet. So, right. Meeks says, me too. I'll make sure to watch the ads to add the coins and for the in-game boosters, Leonica. And Leonica says, yes, it helps a lot, sis. And so I says, oh wow, Stephanie is the prolific queen. Fat Girl says, I'm currently signing up for PayPal, but it says Ellis, but it says I need a PayPal. Should I go and set up a PayPal account now? Yep, you want to get paid, Queen, so you're gonna have to have it. 98% of these side gigs and side hustles require PayPal. Now, some of them may say PayPal or you can get paid out to a gift card. Some of them don't even offer the option of PayPal. Some of them are just gift cards only. Devin says, also you can catch product tests on Prolific too at times. I managed to catch one back in April. Okay. Didn't know they had the product testing. Fat Girl says, does PayPal have to be set up for business or personal use? Mine, Fat Girl, is set up for business, but I think personal is fine. Yeah. Veronica says she got 5 on Vibes, but she hasn't cashed out yet. All right, Queen, that's good. Good job, Veronica. Veronica says, congrats, Veronica. Oh, okay. Raisha says she got it from another blogger, but they didn't say the pay. Stephanie says, no, so right, I'm on it, but not a lot, though. I get bored with longer surveys, but I have been on it more the past week, trying to get some money in for the Christmas gifts for her 2 kiddos. Yeah. It says, you're welcome, Veronica. Tenny says, I missed it. What is e-specialist and live ops? Live Ops is a beginner-friendly company, Tenny, and they have different clients under their umbrella. They got some good clients now. They really do. They got the one that rhymes with Ike. And I'm pretty sure you can figure out who it is. Somebody here was hired with them last week. No interview, Queen. You might want to check them out. They are on the list, and they are number 3. I worked for them like maybe 5 times. It was a lot. I worked for them a lot of times. But they do now have some good clients. Back then they had Pizza Hut. I don't think they got Pizza Hut
Yeah.
anymore. But I used to be the order placer for Pizza Hut through them. Fat Girl says, I'm excited. Ellis has already approved me to be a mystery shopper on
Look
this
at
platform.
look.
Ladies, OM, girl, come through. Go
We
ahead, Fat
told you.
Girl.
We told you. Now, one
Ellis
thing we gonna do, we gonna speak the truth. We don't owe you no lie. We gonna know. We don't put. We put the truth out there. We not saying, hey, and I'm not saying we can't get it wrong, but we tend to deal in the truth. We're not promising you anything, but but we are telling you what we do know. And these side gigs and side hustles, if you queens and kings are looking for a job and you cannot find a job, sign up for these side gigs and side hustles. They will let you start immediately sometimes. Look at this queen on Ella. She came on this evening trying to figure out what side gig and side hustle signed up for Ellis, and they accepted her already.
Yeah.
Hour.
Veronica says, congrats, Fat Girl. And Leonica says, congrats, Fat Girl. So congrats again, Fat Girl.
Congrats.
Leonica says, emailed you back, Stephanie. Regina says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Regina. Teresa says, congrats, Fat Girl. Adrian says, I keep getting phone calls. I'm missing everything. I definitely watch the replay. All right, Queen. Leonica says, good evening, Regina. Always Donna says, why do companies want to hear conversations? They're training, Queen, the AI bots. So everything that humans do, they want the bots to do as well. That's what I think.
They want them to recognize human conversation. Like I said, and I mentioned this on the when we were start talking about data annotations and what was it, other companies, remote tasks. When you see one company pop up, you see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They all start widening a wave. So be looking for other companies like Neon. So that's your cue.
Mm-hmm.
When they bring out one, they're going to bring out more. People are going to start riding away. So look for more companies like Neon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Girl says, thank you, ladies, so much for your time and great information. No problem, Fat Girl. Now go tell a friend, Fat Girl, what you learned on the channel today.
Over here and tell them this where the money resides. Now we can't give you no money, but we can show you how to make the money.
Some money, right?
And this is our motto. We can't fish for you, but we can definitely give you the line. We can give you the fishing pole. We can give you the hook. We can even give you the worm, but you're going to have to dip it in the water. You're going to have to dip it in the water and fish for yourself. We'll give you all the components, but you fish for yourself.
Leonica says, I've been had gigs by girl, you had it for a year. She said, but haven't started anything. I need to get on it.
Yes.
Yeah. Just call me Steph. She says, Ellis contacted me for a bonus shop that was listed paying $30 plus $100 bonus money. All right, Queen.
This is what we talk about. The shops may pay $30, $40, $50, but what really rings true is the bonus money. This shop pays 3 times the bonus money.
Mm-hmm. Look at the bonus money, y'all. $100.
So for one shop in less than an hour worth of work, you make $130. Where can you go on a full-time job and make $130 an hour?
And really, this ain't even an hour worth of your time. It's more like, what, 20, 30 minutes? And you're going to get $130?
It's 30 minutes to do the shop, probably another 20, 30 minutes to do the report. Once you get good at the reports, they don't take that long at all. So once you get, I say, an hour or less of work. And when you get good at it, you can do it in 20, 25 minutes and the report in 10 to 15.
Right.
It just depends. And like I said, these things don't just happen once a month. These things don't just happen twice a month. Ellis has mystery shops all month. Now, will all of them be paying bonuses? Probably not. But to still get the ones that don't pay bonuses and still do those, and then you average maybe 4 or 5 bonuses a month. So, and a lot of times, if you think about the money you earn, and I'm going to say this again because I always say this, we are so programmed to think about hourly money. I have to have $15 an hour. I need $20 an hour. I need $25 an hour. We are programmed because that is the way we are used to getting paid. But if you think about some of these task-based things, when they're paying you maybe $15, $20 per task, and it's maybe 5 to 10 minutes worth of work, who's really winning? If you can get these things on a consistent basis, which most of them you can, and you can keep doing these things consistently, you will probably tend to make more money with task-based things than you will with hourly things, because you have to think about it. In order to get a great dollar amount an hour, $40, $50 an hour, let's just say that, you are going to have some type of skill. There's going to be an 8-hour commitment from you or more a day, which why Queen, who was it, just called me Step, she could go to Ellis in an hour, make $130. My job
might work 7-8 hours just to get 130.
My job doesn't pay me $130 an hour.
Or if you're working my scenario is always the part-time job. If the part-time job pays $15 an hour and you have to work a minimum of 10 hours a week, that's $150. But you got to work 10 hours just to get the $150. Whereas to this queen will go and do an apartment shop in an hour tops $130. But it took you 10 hours just to get that $150. So what Tan is basically saying, time to start thinking outside of the box and stop thinking that you must have this part-time job in order to make ends meet, in order to make money from home. Because our scenario is no, you don't have to have the part-time job, because you can look to other things, do other things to bring in that $150 to $200 a week. If I sit here and make these calls on Neon and just talking to Tan all day long anyway, I'm talking to her anyway, I might well sit here and talk to her through the app, right? And make this $30 a day. And at the end of the week, what's that, $210? And I'm getting paid for something that I'm doing anyway?
Right.
If I'm talking to another one of my friends anyway, I might as well have her to say, hey, reach out, hey girl, download this app so we finna get paid to talk. I'm doing it anyway.
And just think about it. She getting paid and you getting paid.
Right. We both getting
paid.
If
you got a friend that you know is having a hard time and you know about this Neon app and you can help this queen or this king and say, hey, just download this app and let's talk. We're going to both get $30 a day for the next month. Right. And what's that, $900 a month?
$900 a month.
$900 a month. Can you use an extra $900 a month for talking to your friend?
Yes.
So if you need an extra, let's just say, hey, my goal is to make an extra $1,000 a month. Well, I got $900 off of Neon.
Right, and I can sit here and play one at a time and get the other 100, or play Just Play or Best Play and get the other 100.
I know I got to talk before I go to work. I'm gonna talk on my lunch break, and I'm gonna talk when I get off work, because my goal is to make this $30.
Right. So, and $30 is very doable on a lot of these sites. Now, there is a guy that has a video up on YouTube where he makes $30 a day off of the Just Play app. So it's most definitely doable. I mean, even if you can't get it off of one gaming app, implement some survey sites. You might be able to get 10 over here. You might be able to do the Neon app, get another 10 with the Neon app, and then another 10 with something else. And hey, that's your goal right there. You done made the goal. That's $30.
Yeah.
Now, if you can do it on the Neon app and $30 was your goal and you talked up $30 in it one day, you good. And you can continue to do this every day off that app and hit that goal of $30. But maybe 50 is your goal. Maybe you need $50 a day. And $50 a day, 30 days, that's what, $1,500 in a month?
Mm-hmm.
Very doable.
Yes.
Very doable. We've had people to come on here and say they made $1,500 off of survey sites, side hustle sites, other side hustle sites, maybe like the task-based sites, or King WG. He was making $1,200 a month off of branded surveys, just one survey site, $300 a week. Then he added Prime Opinion. So with both of them combined together, he's getting around $1,800 a month because he's getting $150 from Prime Opinion. So if you add all that up, that's $450 a week. 2 weeks, that's $900, and in 4 weeks, that's $1,800 off of 2 survey sites. So it most definitely can be done. We tell you guys, set a goal. Maybe start at $5. Start at $1. Let's see if I can get $1 tomorrow. Let's see if I can play Money Time app and I can conquer and master getting $1 off this gaming site.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get $1, best to believe I can get 5. If I can get 5, you best to believe I can get 10. If I can get 10, I can get 15. So set a goal. If it's $1 a day, start at that $1.
Yeah.
If it's $5 a day, start at the $5. Pick something, see if you can make $5 off of whatever it is that you choose. If it's $10 a day and you got to call and talk to somebody, talk up on that $10 Queen.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, in 30 days, that's an extra $300. That's going to pay something in that house. That's going to either pay a phone bill. It might help with a light bill. You need to put some food in the refrigerator. It might help with that. Some people use different side hustles for different things. We have several queens that use Product Tube to buy the groceries. We got other queens that use Prolific to pay light bills and car notes, car insurance.
And this is the thing.
Queen, she was using, branded surveys to pay her phone bill. Meeks used branded to go out of town on vacation. So different side hustles can, bring in different amounts of income, and you can use that money to pay Mr. Bill.
And like King Earl was talking earlier about Product Tube for the queen,
I'll be back.
For the kings and queens who are, trying to earn Christmas money for your children, Product Tube pays out through Amazon. So again, if you are buying Christmas presents and you need to, you can use Amazon or whatever. You can do those Product Tube, which are short videos. They don't have to be long, and use those Amazon gift cards to buy that. You can use that for Christmas gifts for your friends, family, or wherever, or you can buy groceries. So it could alleviate 2 of the things that you would spend money on anyway, but you can use Product Tube to help you pay for those things. So don't discount a lot of these things we talk about, because again, they do help. And again, you don't have to have any type of specialized skills to do these things. This is why we talk about the side gigs and side hustles, because so many people say, hey, I don't have any specialized skills, or I just need something to do that I can get started right away. A lot of these things you can get started right away. Playing the games for money, get started right away. Mystery shopping, you can get signed up and start the next day. Even if, the shops are not available, you can sign up at 12 o'clock at night and probably get accepted and do the shops the next day. We had Queen Ellen talk about Presto Shopper, and I forgot the other one. And these shops pay out between 5 and 7 days. So again, if you're looking for quick money, there are things you can do. Field Agent is another one. They have next day pay. I'll put the link in the chat. I will have to go find it on our blog. Field Agent is another one. they pay, I think they have 24-hour pay or next day pay. And they do some of the things I have done field agent where I went in Target and did their end caps. So, they have certain things set up on end caps. I would do the displays for the end caps and other things. So they have a lot of things you could do for field agent. With field agent, if you're looking for quick money, they usually pay, I think, within 24 hours or whenever you complete the don't think that you are lost without cause, that maybe if you're facing some type of financial burden, financial strain, there are things you can do. Don't feel like that there is nothing you can do, that you are just out there left in the cold. There are things you can do that pay daily. Let me see if I can find the post of things that pay daily and that you can do. Hold on, let me see, can I find I don't know if, let's see if this is a good one still. Here is a list of things that pay daily. I don't know if all of them are hiring, but I will put this in the chat. And this is just a list of some companies that pay daily. This is not, again, the entire full list, but there are 15 companies on there that do pay daily. So if you're looking for something to do and you're looking for extra money and you need to earn daily pay, check out these companies. Some of them are side gigs and side hustles. Some of them are regular jobs. But again, these are something that you can get started with, and they are daily pay. So let's see where Carol is at. Just call me Snap. My Best Life says, can you remind me which company does the medical shops? Perception Strategies. And I think Carol put the post in there, but let me see, can I find it again? Let me see if I can find the link to Perception Strategies. That's what it's called. And it might be on this blog. Hold on. Let me find this other. And I'll get the link. I think Carol put it in the chat, but again, I could be wrong. And I'll have to get the links. Give me 1 second and I'll get the Perception Strategy link. And yes, here is the link if you're looking for the medical shops. Perception Strategies is the company, and they do medical shops. Oh, wow. And this is a good way. She says, Ellis has been contacting for her shops that are not listed. And just call me Step. The only way they contact you if you are consistent. So that tells me you have been consistent with the shops and that you are one of the top performers on Ellis, where you are on the list of top performers, because they only contact you for those shops if you are consistent. Oh, you're welcome, Fat Girl. We appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, Nick Big, congrats to you. Hey, Always Learning. Always Learning says, okay, thank you. Lillian says, congrats, Fat Girl. Fat Girl say, y'all are definitely teaching me how to fish, sisters. Yes, and that's our whole purpose, is to teach you how to fish. Earl said, all right, everybody, make that money. And Carol did put Perception Strategies. Soul Healing says, congrats, everyone. Nick B says, yes, loving all the gems you all are dropping. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Meeks says, don't forget to like the live. Thanks, Meeks. So Meeks put this. She says, also, Money Time is a 1 cent minimum cash out for PayPal and $2 minimum for a gift card. So if you are on Money Time, Meeks is saying must have a minimum of 1 cent to cash out for PayPal and $2 for gift cards. So if you're looking for extra money and you need something that pays quickly, go play Money Time. Again, they have a low payout threshold. Hey, Ellie, she says, I got my child's father to get the Neon app. He made $2.68 explaining how the app works. Now we get paid to talk to each other. Amen, Queen. Amen. And again, we had someone come on earlier, was asking for somebody to talk to. So if you kings and queens are on the Neon app, exchange informations for every exchange, and you guys can have a group of you. Maybe it will be a group of you can talk and say, hey, maybe today I'll talk to you, tomorrow we'll talk to this person, next day. Come up with strategies on how y'all can earn that $30 quickly. Maybe it's I'll talk to you for 30 minutes, or we'll talk today for 30 minutes. I'll talk to you for an hour. I'm going to call you the next day for 2 hours. Set up you a strategy on people you can talk to get that $30 a day. Hey, Queen Helen. Hey. She said, well, I was sleeping again, but been up early since doing early her eggs. So I'm going to brag on Queen Helen. If you have ever thought that age would stop you from doing this side gigs and side hustles, no ma'am, no Pam, no ham, no burger. This Queen Cynthia is 60 plus, and she has side gigs and side hustles. So that lets you know what we talk about is not, you don't have to be a certain age. You don't have to have a certain skill level. You can do these things, and Queen Helen is testimony to that. Thank you, Queen Helen. Okay, congratulations, Queen Amanda. She said she just did the next rep assessment and got an interview next week. Congratulations, Queen. They will never hire us, but congratulations, Queen. Teresa said $900 a month. Okay, Carol, let's set up a time every day. See, this is what this queen said. You thinking, Teresa? We got to set up a time to get this 900. Hey, Veronica. She says, what about getting paid to watch videos? I'm going to have to ask Carol that one. I know that we have a survey site that does video surveys, and I may be saying it wrong or talking about it wrong, but I think Carol said that I could be wrong. They do video surveys, and I don't know if it's watching videos or Carol Brock's panel. I forgot. Is it watching videos or doing the video surveys?
That one you are actually doing the video surveys.
Okay. So I'm going to put the Brock's panel here because you're actually doing the video surveys. But remember we had that watching videos for money? What was that? I can't remember.
I know Nice Drama and Bright Drama, the two that Leonica gave us, they do.
Okay.
The watching the short clips for money.
Okay, that's maybe what it was. And I dropped Brock's panel in case anybody is interested in doing the video surveys for money.
I don't know where you is, so you're going to have to keep going.
Oh, okay. Queen Helen said likes and shares. She also said Amanda got a interview for next rep. She did the assessment.
Girl, Amanda, she didn't come to play. Go ahead, Amanda.
Ellie said congratulations. Leonica said, hey, Helen. Veronica said congratulations, Amanda.
Yeah, I'm laughing at Ellie comment. I just got my child's father to get the Neon app.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
Earl said, Mr. Bill, stay away from my porch. No, Earl. Leonica says, can definitely rack it up on the Neon app, Teresa. So Teresa said, y'all got to make a plan to talk every day so she can get her $900 a month. I said, everybody who doing the Neon, y'all need to transfer get each other numbers so y'all can plan on how y'all can make this $900 a month. And when I get my Android, I'm gonna be making mine too. I got to go hook it up.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, because if you can't do nothing else, you can't talk. You can talk to somebody. You can get somebody on here, getting good with one of these kings or queens on here and say, hey, Bianca, I need to call you, queen. I mean, we can sit here and talk about anything. Traveling, eating, different restaurants. Especially if y'all in 2 different states. That's some good topics right there to talk about. So, girl, if I come to Alabama, to your city, where should I go? What are some good restaurants I need to go and eat at? You know.
How you like
somebody. Hang on one second.
How you doing? Can we do something? Did she hang up on me? Okay, hold on. Let me find out where we at, because I didn't. Okay. Okay. Ellie said, congrats, Amanda. Leonica said, yep, it was long as both of you have the app. So that was good. Hold on. I lost my place.
Oh.
Ellie said, Leonica says he does now. I'm going through my phone looking for Android users. Lynn Henry said, thanks you ladies for all the great information y'all provide. Oh, thank you, Queen. We appreciate you. I was talking about field agent. And I posted the pay. Stephanie says, yes, Amazon cars do come in handy. Used what I had to purchase for new beds for my kid. And was that you, Stephanie? Remember somebody said they furnished their house with Amazon off a product too.
Stephanie? I think it was Stephanie.
Was it? This was in January, beginning of this year. Was it?
Oh, no, I don't know who that was saying. I can't remember.
Somebody else. I can't remember who it was. But somebody else had.
It was another queen. Yeah, it was another queen here.
They furnished their whole house with Amazon gift cards.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
That's good, Queen.
I see Veronica. She says, I have Android, Ellie. She says, if you are talking about Ellis, Teresa says, the one thing I do know how to do is talk. Laugh out loud. Ask her how long our conversations are. Right. Leona, because I know that's right, Ellie. Jay says, be selective with field agent. They are cheap.
Oh, okay. They were okay with me. I can't say that I made a whole bunch of money, but for what I did, I felt like it was fair. I'll say that.
Leonica says, you are welcome, Teresa. Ellie says, oh no, Veronica, I wasn't. It was Neon app. Sorry for the confusion. Queen Helen got some money. She says, Cloud Research 25, Payview 0.6, Prolific 10, and 442 pending, and Cloud Research 504 pending. All right. Go ahead, Queen Helen.
Okay, Queen.
Veronica says, oh, okay. Well, I still have an Android phone. All right, Veronica, girl, download the Neon app and then go find somebody that has an Android and tell them to download it so that you both can be making money. Leonica says, congrats, Helen. Teresa says, way to go, Helen. And Helen says, hey, Leonica. Helen says she has 21,000 points on the Fetch app. All right, go ahead. Congrats. Talisha says, hello. Hey, Talisha. Stephanie said, Leonica and I just did this. Swap phone numbers. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Teresa says, I make 1 cent a day taking the daily poll at Eureka. Some days I get another 1 cent bump. Congratulations, Teresa.
Yes, Teresa. It is what it is.
Cent, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ella says, how do we connect, Veronica? Let me see. Jockey says, congrats. Stephanie says, all right, Kara, give your info for Neon. Jay says, I'm a texting queen, though. Okay. Lynn says, thank you, ladies. I got 15 on receipt pal, 40 on receipt jar, 25 on coin app, 37 on the Benjamin app, 8 on Eureka, 6 on inbox dollars, and 38 on copper. All right, Lynn.
All right,
Congrats, Queen. Congrats to you.
Lynn.
Stacy says, thank you for these side hustles. Prolific 365, bingo cash 500. She got 1,200 on hold. What?
All right, Queen.
She said, thank you, thank you, thank you. What is
All
bingo?
right, Queen.
Come through with the $1,200. It's 1,700. 5.
Yes, I need
12 on hold. Yeah. I don't think I've heard of bingo cash. I'm gonna write that one down though. Hey. I might be able to cash out. Give me 1,200 like the queen here. Evan says I did some, but not product tube. It was mostly
yes.
1,500. So it had more stuff to get.
I knew it. I knew she had made some money. I just couldn't remember was it product too, but it was free cash. I remember.
Mm-hmm. Hey James. James says, "Hey y'all."
Hey.
Erica says, "What is the Neon app?" It is the app, Queen, where you are talking to friends and family members, and they are collecting your data in the background. But you right now, you do have to have an Android phone, and whomever you're talking to on the other end, they also have to be a part of the Neon app. So they have to download the app in order for you to get paid. Wasn't like that at first, but it is now. Hopefully they'll change it back. Hey, the relaxation station. She says, I love product tube. I made $80 so far. Okay. Product tube. That's a good one. That is a good one. That's the one Earl has made quite a few dollars off of product tube. So I'm gonna go get product tube in case anybody here missed it and you guys want to get this egg in the basket. Product tube is a good one. You are making short videos, could be at the grocery store, might be at a Walgreens about a product.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all be sure to take a look at product tube and get the egg in your basket. Jay says, Tan, they want a lot of work and pay you $2. They're paying less even for mystery shops, I assume, because more people are doing tasks, 27 screenshots, 28 photos, and something else, and they wanted to pay $2.
Oh, wow. You know what? They wasn't like that when I was doing it. That is a mess.
Earl says, make their money. Giant says, bingo, cash. Yeah. Bingo. Ellie says, I schedule my driver apps at the same time while I'm working Spark. I'll do Field Agent, Observer, We Go Look, Be My Eye, and Moby.
And that's a good way to... Yeah.
This queen has a lot. She has a lot of different ones, everybody. Field Agent, Observer, We Go Look. We had a queen here to make $800 off of We Go Look.
Yeah.
Somebody was making good money also off of Be My Eye, and Queen Cynthia, she was making good money off of Moby.
Yeah.
James says, okay, Queen. Veronica says, I'm not sure bingo cash really pays out. I haven't been able to been on hold for 2 weeks. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Earl says, get at least a dozen of eggs. Now, I think Earl has about 15 eggs in the basket. Y'all make sure y'all take advice from the king. This is a king, ladies. What are y'all doing? If you don't have any eggs in the basket, listen to King Earl. A jockey says she has 50 cents on Nice Drummer. Best play 58. 25 clicks, 225. Pay view points, 1042. Earnably 6. Play well, $1. NCP app 25 this week so far. All right. That's good.
We get Nielsen. Okay. Nielsen is a good one.
Oh, Stacy says bingo cash. They do take a long time to cash out. She said that's the only downfall, about a week and a half. Girl, I'm gonna go see. Can I play some bingo? But some 500 and then some 1,200 after. Shh. Let me see, can I play? Giant says, what? $2, 1970. Yep, Helen is backup queen. But okay, so this is the drawback, Helen. They are only right now letting Android users back on the app. So that's one thing. And then the second thing is whomever you're calling, that person has to have an Android phone. In order for you to get paid, they have to download the app. So at first it wasn't like that. You could just call and call and call. But I think the reason why they did that is because people were calling, like, let's say the weather. You know, the weather, you just dial a number and, you know, it's a recording. So in order for them, I guess, to cut all of that out, they don't want people calling like the weather, or maybe like some of these other companies like the IRS or EBT, or just something that has a recording, or like your doctor's office, the cable folks. They didn't want that. So to stop all of that, now you do have to have another person that has the app downloaded on their phone. The pay has gone down. It's 10 cents a minute now. Same thing are in place with the $30 a day. So that's still the same. They saying that it's going to be on the iPhone, but they have not given a date just yet. Still pays out to PayPal, and you can still cash out. I think you got to have like 10 cents in order to cash out. But it's been up for, I think, 2 days. I just found out about it early this morning. Jason's cool. I hope all of those stops are reported on your taxes. And a jockey says, thanks to Chicks. You're welcome, Queen. Jay says for Ellie. James says, happy Halloween. Not yet, James. Almost. So Tan did put a link in the chat for Nielsen, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So Tan did put a link in the chat for Nielsen. This one you can let run in the background. If you have tablets, cell phones, computers, you can just let this one run in the background. It's an easy one, and you can cash out to gift cards. So that's an easy one. Bianca says, yes, it is, Helen. So Helen Queen, go find you somebody with an Android phone and get to talking. Tell them to download the app, though, and get to calling, and y'all get to talking. So you can at least get $30 a day if you talk, what is it, 6 hours? I think it's 6 hours. You have to talk either for 6 hours to get the 30. But I mean, you can space it out. 2 hours here, an hour here. Maybe you have multiple people you can call and talk up on that $30, Queen. And you know, in a month's time, that's $900.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, says, I have to get an Android. Androids for everyone for Christmas. You get an Android. Right. Tan gonna go find her Android because she wants the $30.
Right.
Veronica says, I gotta go. Y'all have a good night, Queens and Kings. Thank you, Veronica, for joining us. Have a great night, Queen. James says, get that app. Right, get that app. Veronica says, congrats to you, a jockey. MBG, yes, we are still live. We've been on here for 3 hours. Can y'all believe that? Tan, let's give Tan a hand, everybody. Tan stuck it out. She was a trooper tonight. We proud of you, Tan. And it's 10:23. Now, see, you ain't right. You ain't right, ma'am. Y'all see what she did to me on click off. No, ma'am. She's still on her, though. But she just went off of here. But yeah, Tan, we got to give you a hand, girl. You stuck it out. We proud of you.
Time to do the drops now.
You funny. Yep, she made it. MBG said, oh man, I'm late. Yeah, you real late tonight, MBG. We done been on here talking for 3 hours. Says,
3 hours.
Yeah, I just happened to look and I saw it. Oh, you didn't get a notification? Oh, wow. Jockey said, "Go 10."
don't know.
Relaxation stage said, "Yay 10."
We may do. You want to do a call-in show again?
We need to. Y'all want to do us to do the call in? I like the call in.
We
That
did
was
it last
fun.
Friday. We can do it this Friday.
We gotta figure it out. We just got to
Yeah.
figure out
We
because
got
I don't know what happened. We couldn't hear Leonica. We heard Earl. We
Yeah.
heard L Dot, but for some reason, then it just went completely out.
Yeah. But we might try to do that.
It just ended up going completely out. So we're gonna do the call-in show again, y'all. We had fun last Friday. We're gonna try it again. I like the call-in. Then I got 15 on receipt pay, 40 receipt job, 38 copper, 37 on frisbee, 17 on bridge money. What's bridge money, Queen? She said 12 on money time, 37 on Benjamin app, 25 on coin out, 142,000 points on fetch, 11 on pogo, 6 on girl. Queen, y'all see Queen Lynn, she has a lot of side hustles. Y'all be sure to take a screenshot, even if you got to go and look the companies up. Go look them up. Most of these, I think, are apps, though. That's what I want to say. I think all of them are. I've never heard of bridge money, so let me write bridge money down. Go ahead, Tam. I'm ready.
Okay. So we have 2 companies today that are hiring for over 1,000 remote jobs. The first, you got the link, Carol? Did I put it in?
No.
I will. The first company is United Healthcare. They have over, I think, 500 remote jobs, 421 as of today. They have all varying in your career level. They have entry level as well as if you're a degreed person, PhD. They have a lot of, if you're a doctor, DO, MD, in tech. They have so many type of jobs that not only they are a medical company, insurance company, but they have all types of jobs. So make sure you go through and look at the list. You can filter to find only the filter is only on the remote jobs, but again, you can filter it to entry level or anything like that. So make sure you do that. And the second one is one of my favorite companies because they have free training. Is Robert Half. They have various remote positions. They have patient entry level remote positions. They do technology as well as some other type of sectors, but their main sector is technology. But they do have customer service, tech support, legal positions, all type of remote positions. So make sure you check those out and come back and let us know if you get hired with one of these companies. What you laughing at?
Beatrice, you using your alter ego, Queen. Jackie says, "You go, Lynn." Shirley says, "Thanks for hanging in there, Tan." But Shirley, aka is Beatrice. Earl said, "Y'all cannot be shy and bashful with the call-in show." Yeah, she said Shirley, aka is Beatrice.
Hey, Miss Beatrice. So maybe we'll do the call-in show. Maybe we can figure out what happened tomorrow.
She using her alter ego. Hey, Barbara, this Shirley. I don't know why I just thought about that. Stephanie said screenshot taken before you said take one. James says over 1,000 remote jobs. Yes, James. So we did put a link in the chat. Lillian says, "What's the call in?" It's when you get a chance to talk to us, Queen. We did a call in Friday.
That's right.
We had several people to call in and talk to the 2 chicks, Lillian.
So we're going to try to do it this Friday, but we're going to do it early because last Friday was after 10 o'clock.
It was after dark. Yeah, we did the after dark, 2 chicks after dark, Lillian. But it was fun, though. I enjoyed it. I did.
Yeah.
So So we just trying to figure out how to do like bring different things to the channel, I think. Yeah, because I know we've been doing the stream since like 2019, and it's like it's cool. Y'all come on here every time we do the live streams, and we do appreciate that. But I was like, I told Tan, I said, we need to do something different. Let's do the call in. So, we tried it Friday night, and it was.
So we're gonna try it again this Friday. We're gonna try to do it early. We may do a pre-show maybe in the afternoon, so we can make sure it's set up right, and then we can.
Yeah, just to be sure that y'all can hear the people on the other end of the phone. Beatrice said, rolling on the phone, laughing at you. I don't know why that just popped in my head. Queen. Jane says, ha ha ha, hey Barbara, this Shirley. Leonica says, I've heard you heard Bridge Money. Leonica, okay. Leonica says, yes, it was. I agree with Stephanie. Yeah, see, Leonica, when she tried to call, I don't know what happened. It's like the volume just down, and we couldn't hear anything.
So we just got to work on it.
Yeah. Erica says, so do the people you're calling get paid also to download? Yep, they do, Erica. Shirley says, hey, James, rolling on the floor laughing. Stephanie says, I was in the bed last Friday before you did the call-in show. Leonica says, yes, Erica. And TC says, that sounds like fun. It was fun, TC. And if y'all want to go and check out the video, it was a live stream. So it's still up. It's still up on the channel. And it's on the thumbnail. It'll say call in show or something like that. So y'all go check it out. We had fun on Friday. We did. We had quite a few people here too on the stream. And see, we were surprised because we were thinking like, oh, it's Friday night. We know people going to be out and about. May not get a lot of people on here, but we actually had quite a few people on here Friday. We did. Leonica said, you and the other person have to have the Neon app, Erica. You get $10 per referral. Once the person does 1 hour call, you get $10 added to your balance. And Teresa says, everybody have the Neon app for the call in. Girl, I wish we could do that now. That would be fun. Because I don't know how we could do that, and then y'all could actually hear it like on speaker. Maybe. I don't know. Y'all ready?
Well, yeah, we're going because my dog looking at me like, we supposed to be in the bed. Is she playing?
Yeah. What's she over there doing? On the floor, under your leg?
Yep, looking at me like, we supposed to be in the bed. You playing games. Well, all right, y'all. We will see y'all on Friday. We will see y'all on Friday.
You doing a stream tomorrow? You doing resume tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna do out. It's gonna be early, y'all, and I'm probably be on back an hour. So I'll probably do it from like probably 7:30 to 8:30. It just depends.
I'm not gonna be here now, y'all.
I don't terribly sleep, so don't y'all worry.
But you never know. I've been waking up early every day for some reason, so I might get on up. Night, everybody. Y'all have a great one, and thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. We will see you, lovely kings and queens, in the next one. Bye, you too. See, I'm extra tonight. Blondes do have more fun. Bye, y'all.